Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host. I'm Ballistics. I'm the Director of Operations here at Club Conflict Online Gaming League, inviting you to join us. Welcome to the stream. This is a quarterfinals playoff match for Club Conflict Season 26. We've got two fired up CSGO teams here getting ready to play. We've got LuxxuryGG, who's the third seed in Club Conflict. They are 6-2, and they're facing DankerMemerson, who is the 6th seed, and they are 5-2. And this match is getting ready to get underway. And we're going to join it here momentarily. We may have another caster joining, but that's not guaranteed. But here we go. Let's just see if we can catch some of this match in the action. We're in a warm-up right now. We're getting ready to ready up here any moment. So this is going to be interesting. DankerMemerson, they are a former champion. They've won recently. I think it was season 2021. I believe it was, maybe season 22. So DankerMemerson's been here before. They've won Club Conflict, and they've always been in the playoffs, like all the time. They've always been in the playoffs. They've always been in the playoffs, and they always make it down to at least the quarterfinals. A lot of times semifinals as well. But now, LuxxuryGG, this team is they're not new at Club Conflict either. They also played under Nero Esports, and in fact, they started out the season under that banner, and they're now flying the flag of LuxxuryGG, and they've been doing well. So, speaking of how well they've been doing, hold on a second. Let's get let's pull up some of their stats here. This is DankerMemerson's regular season stats. This is with matches that were actually played. You can see that they lost 2 matches. They won 3. The other 2 that they took wins were forfeits. I'm not sure what happened, how their stats ended up being 5-2, but that's what it is. And then let's take a look here at LuxxuryGG. Those guys did really well. Look at them. They played all 8 matches. They managed not to have any wild cards, or if they did, they got to play them. And they did win 6 matches out of the 8. So congratulations to LuxxuryGG for making it into the playoffs. And we're getting ready to join up here in just a moment. I think I have to retry here all of a sudden. Let's go ahead and pull this back up. We'll put another track up here for a second. Okay. And we'll go ahead and retry. Back into the server. Is that you? Zayhan, are you in here with me? Hello. Hey. Glad you could join us. This is going to be a good one. It's going to be a banger, as they say. DankerMemerson versus LuxxuryGG. LuxxuryGG, you may remember, used to be Nero Esports. So, yeah, this should be interesting. So, it looks like they're getting ready to ready up if the player can stay in. I know they were having an anti-cheat issue. So, we've got DankerMemerson versus LuxxuryGG. How are you doing tonight, Zayhan?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself? I'm
doing just peachy. Cannot complain. So I got to watch the veto, and Lux they banned Vertigo. Danker banned Overpass. Lux then picked Trained, which actually Danker picked Dust 2. Lux is going to start out CT on Dust 2, obviously here. First map. Next map's going to be Trained, then we're going to have Mirage. So, should be interesting.
I may have to how about halfway through the second map depending.
Oh, that's no problem. Yeah, sounds good. Appreciate having you here. So what are you vaping? What flavor is that? That sounds good.
That is a smoothie, actually.
A smoothie. Nice. Okay, well, it looks like the match is about to start here. So, good smoothie. What flavor you got there?
Banana, strawberry, or not mango, pineapple.
Nice, nice. Okay.
He just got chunks of fruit in his fridge. It's fresh.
Well, we can see that they are getting ready for an A hit here on Dust 2. They are just walking down A. And it's going to get really crazy here in a second, I think.
The triple cat play.
Yeah.
Players going back and forth there. A little bit of damage done to the team side. Players go up to the HP. Ooh, nice shot from Sean. There's that kit up on the cat side. That's possible here. Plenty of things to look for. Nice shot. Trey's going back and forth. So that's very crucial. The jump shot gets the shot long enough for him to push up, but he still doesn't have to.
Yeah.
That's with 1 and 2. What a nice 1v2 there.
Yeah. That was nice for sure. Those taps were beautiful.
So I know Danker's a solid squad of mid to high level ESEA players. I'm guessing Luxury is as well.
Yeah, they are. They're an ESEA main team.
Okay, so this is probably a pretty even match.
Yeah, pretty even. Considering Danker, they're intermediate, but they're like top level. They're intermediate squad. And Luxury, they're decent. You know, they're in the upper area of Maine. They're doing pretty good. Both these teams, by the way, were already playing in a tournament today. They played the ESEA Cash Cup. So that's Winter Cash Cup 3. I looked over the teams there. Man, there was a lot of teams in there. RGB was in there. A whole bunch of teams.
Some of those are teams that have competed on Club Conflict before as well.
Definitely, for sure. So I think there was like 64 teams in the tournament today. I couldn't find the bracket so that I could see what happened today, but I do know these teams. This match was being. It was supposed to kick off at 7 p.m. unless either team went deep into the tournament, and evidently they did not. So it kicked off on time.
2 picks onto the cat side here, leaving 1 alone to hold on to the A site. Nivek does have to pick up, Nivek does have to pick up the bomb and rotate back around because it was over towards the B side. So 1-1-1 setup out of the CTs here. They hear the nades coming in from cat, which is going to call the rotate, but it looks like they're going to take B after that. They're just going to fake the A. Oh, he jumps into CT. Maz notices, gets the refrag onto the Galil coming out here. Will get caught a little bit off guard. That AK against the Galil, a lot of firepower. 2v1 here in the middle side. His teammate comes down, gets 2 quick kills, but Nivek manages to take the B site, and a 1-on-2. He's got full health. 2 slightly tagged players to go up against here. As he's going to go for the aggressive peek. The flash comes in, but it doesn't matter. And he gets the 2.
And that aggression pays off. Look at that. And that bomb plant, that's a big deal.
This is a very good smoothie.
What was the flavor again?
It's strawberry, banana, and pineapple.
Strawberry, banana. What do they call that? Like the Hawaiian?
Paradise paint.
Nice.
Paradise Point.
Paradise
Sorry,
Point.
I can't read.
Sounds good. I want a smoothie.
Dude, I watched them make it in front of me. They were using all fresh fruit. Oh, it was great.
Nice. Okay.
Aggression on the B side here. Refrag from Maz. Gets taken back down by Nivek. Awful onto Simba. I guess that would be Simba or Samba?
Yeah, it's Simba.
It's Simba? Okay.
Yeah.
Jig alone. Gonna try to do a little bit of work here. They did buy it in. They bought heavy into this round. They Deagle armored. So it will be very broke. Tries to set out with his Deagle, but cannot do it. Take it down.
Okay. So Danker up 2-1 on Luxury. I know this is going to be a great match, so I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out. The winner of this best of 3 will advance to the semifinals. The losers will go home. So keep that in mind. Looking at the overview, the bomb is moving with Sean J and Nivek over to the B upper tunnels.
Jig managing to get a quick frag on the mass routes at long here. Doesn't want to go for the gun because he's afraid his team is there to back it up, but there's no one there. That gun is free for them to grab.
So Luxury's playing the defense retake like on A. You know, they got one guy sitting in CT, and so there's a retake. It's either defending or retaking, but they're sticking together. And in my opinion, that's not really a bad idea because that way you're not always losing 1 or 2 guys in the other site when they get rolled by 5.
Yeah, when you're on an eco, you almost have to gamble something. So either they push A or they don't. You don't really have anything to lose. I mean, they have 5 USPs. They invested absolutely no money into this round. And so far, they've gotten a Galil out of it, and possibly a second one. Crackshot does get the frag. It looks like they are going to try to get at least a few kills. Spam through smoke. Yeah, they're just playing for exits right now. They have all 3 exits. The T's are going to have to make a move here. Quick pop flash out. God. Too much health on Sean J to make that count. Ooh, but he does dodge the bomb. Ooh, almost had him.
So DankerMemerson enjoying a 3-1 lead here early on in this first map and best of 3. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We appreciate having you here. Last season, DankerMemerson took 3rd place, so keep that in mind. Lux took 4th place. Last season, these 2 teams met each other in the in the 3rd place decider match, and DankerMemerson came out on top. So here we have an early rematch. Oh, wow. Awful walks through the smoke, catches JJG. Interesting. So Danker's up 4-1. No, nothing but Deagles and a Scout purchased by Lux.
Oh,
that Scout paid off. Awful gets a free op if he wants it. he opts to stay with the AK.
Flash in at top mid. They are playing 3 over towards. They're gambling on this A push again with this eco around here, and it looks like it might actually pay off because DankerMemerson is stacking up outside along. With a back and forth on the Simba top mid, they know they're pushed. They know they're getting aggressive. He's starting to gather some information here. Oh, they're rotating back B off of that. They don't think it's going to be A. Falling back into more of their default CT setup. 4 of them over towards long though. The smokes are coming in. Flashes, nades coming out.
JJG sitting on Goose. He's challenged. Letting that Deagle blast, but Sean J caught him. Corroded traded him. Awful traded back. 2 guys on elevator. Oh, make that 1. 1 coming from Cat. So it's a 2v2. Stu's on car. He peeked at the wrong time. And now it's a 1v1. Awful. Superior firepower makes it a 5-1 match. Okay, looking at the overview, JJG's pushed up in the long. Nobody's really going anywhere. You've got Maz and a Crackshot hanging out in B. Nobody's really pushing that either. So looks like a slow play up Cat. They're going to run right into Corroded Beef here any second. Corroded Beef throws the fire. A little he-nade. Simba with a nice shot on to Sean J with that op. Catches Sean J peeking.
Awful was asleep there. A little back and forth going on with Beef. Oh, there's so many T's here. There's no way he
Oh,
gets out of
that
this.
nade went right in his pocket.
Massfad's taking down Simba. Jig alone on the A side. They're trying to make a play here.
This slow play is they're in my opinion, the slow play is one of the most difficult things because you know it's coming. You just don't know where. You start second guessing yourself, and you know you hear people say, "Oh, the timing," because it's like when you look right when you turn around is when they peak usually.
Oh,
there we go.
Just like that. As soon as
Yeah.
Mass turned around, they came right out. Oh, they're run boosting across the long. No way for Crackshot to hit that. I know the name says it, but that's a hard thing to hit.
Okay. Crackshot's just gonna hang out, looking for an exit with the op there in his spawn. Who's gonna give him an option to kill them? I don't know. It looks to me like Stu Van Nivik are game. They're in the middle. The Crackshot, he banked on long peak. So he gets to save his op here in the 8th round. LuxxuryGG has 1 round on the board. Let's see if they can double it this round. Double their wins in 1 round. Here we go. So it looks like it's going to be possibly something going on in the B tunnels. Crackshot does a little exploratory push and does find some guys in the upper tons. Then they decide they want to go mid. Oh, but Simba shuts down awful.
Sean J makes it up though. Crackshot doesn't see him, so he does get to take down Maz. Sean J with 2, bringing it back into a 3-on-3. Oh, the dink. Dink for 9 damage. To make it in the window.
Ooh.
Quick shot on a Simba.
So it is a 3-on-2. Mass Fats is holding down the fort. Nivik's sitting right outside the door there.
CTs are going to elect to save, it looks like. Try to knock down a couple of guys. The T's are really powerful so far.
Oh, Nivik caught corroded. So then you got JJG. He's doing his best to keep a hold of his rifle.
Jig hiding here at CT, and Jig is up, but he's going to take out down 1.
Wow, he gets Sanjay. So Danker's up 7-1.
I feel like if you're Luxury, right now is the point where you take a pause and a quick breather just to refresh into it. And
Yeah, definitely.
You're down 7-1. Danker's being really strong. They're really confident. You just need to just step back, take a quick little break, try to turn that around. If you just let them keep running with that momentum, a lot of the club conflict teams we see are momentum based. Like once one team starts rolling them, the other team just keeps on coming.
Yeah, for sure. I noticed that some of the better matches are certainly, well, of course the semifinals and grand finals. You know, they get better as they go because the better teams start facing each other. But a lot of times, like when 4th seed faces 5th seed, that's when you're going to see the overtimes. Because there are a lot of decent teams in club conflict when you get in the top 1/4. Anybody can have a good day, so. Okay. Let's see if Auto Director shows us anything better than what we're watching here. We're watching Stuve and Mass Fats getting ready to peek. JJG sitting on long. He's going to hear the flash. Takes a peek. He does get Stuve, but Mass Fats trades it and is going to be able to at least get the plant down as the as Simba comes in. Now Simba is real close, and ooh, Mass Fats felt it. He felt his presence and let his be known. So DankerMemerson's up 8-1. Very interesting so far. Very one-sided dust 2 though so far. They see that 2 crossed. Let's see what happens here as DankerMemerson pushes into the tunnel. Do they care about who's in there? It's Maz. His buddy Crackshot is watching mid. What's going to happen? You know they're getting ready to run into B. They've got 2 guys waiting for it. They're like, okay, let's have it. Here comes the smoke. There goes the fire. That'll delay it. They got 44 seconds left. Crackshot gets a 2-for-1 sale off the platform there. Maz returns fire on a Nivik, and all of a sudden it's down to Mass Fats with his op, and it doesn't end well for him. So LuxxuryGG doubles their score in 1 round. It's now 8-2. This might be what they need. I mean, you certainly need a win. You need a round win. Now if they could just piece another one together. And they're kitted up for it. I mean, they got 2 ops. Let's see what happens here. So they're defending 3 and long. Okay, Stu's pushing his way out. Takes out Simba. One of the Stu kills Corroded Beef as well. So A's looking good as JJG backs off. He's trying to get his buddies trying to join him. Maz is holding down mid. JJG pushed up to Cat. Sean Jay's thinking about possibly going mid. If he does, he'll run it right into Maz, and he does. Maz makes him pay for it. So Awful has the bomb. They're thinking about maybe a B. They walked into B tons, so Maz is sitting there. This might be the 2nd round in a row that they wanted. It's looking good for them. Maz is hurt though. Sitting under window. Crackshot's watching mid. Awful kills Maz. Maz was hurt so bad that nade. Crackshot knows they've just planted, so he knows one's on the right side at least. So they've got a nice little crossfire set up here. Will they try to go for the window? Awful sitting on it. Awful's hurt though. But, well, they popped in and Stuve takes care of him from that dirty angle. The angle they didn't know where one was. So DankerMemerson shuts down the 2 rounds in a row. Ain't happening.
Luxury does have enough money to buy again, though. They do have the op full M4s, plenty of utility. So this is their chance to turn that back around again. But this T side from DankerMemerson has just been brutal.
Yeah, it has. But you never know.
I feel like Danker's a very pug style team. Not really pug, but they're a lot more freestyle.
Yeah. Dust 2 is one of those maps you could take advantage of that if
Dust 2 is perfect. A lot of nade usage going back and forth. Maz, the only one here towards the B side, which is fine because it looks like DankerMemerson's going to elect towards the A play. Ooh, that molly going in. Barely misses the mid player. You have no idea. He's in that corner. They mollied it, so they think it's clear. The flash up cat. Double peek. They don't see anything. Nade's coming over from long. DankerMemerson is going to go for a little bit of long control here. Contact will be coming in here momentarily. The nades are coming in. Molotov off of car, clearing their angles. Cross smoke and a wide smoke coming in. Oh, there we go. Shanj will take out Crackshot as he tries to peek out the mid there. Good cover on the flank. Matchpad is on the beef. Jig alone taking down Simba. Left on the cat, trying to make it all happen. Molotov up will cut him down. He knows that mid player is coming up behind him. She has to hold for Shanjay. Oh, Maz tries to take a quick peek, and Stu will take him down as well. Simba left alone. Does manage to take out Shanjay. Misses the shot on Awful and gets taken down.
Wow. DankerMemerson seems to be doing pretty well, at least in the trades department. That's where it counts. They're running together as a pack. They're trading it out and with superior numbers, which is always important in a trade war. So they're in B uncontested. Looks like Lux has opted. I don't even know what they're thinking, but they've pushed into the lower B tons. Going to try to get a little bit of flank action here. Nivik hears him, I think. Shanjay's in there too. Shanjay's sitting at a dirty angle if they come in. There it is. And they defend it. So, crack shot. Ooh, with big 1D going to Shanjay. Nice shot, crack shot. It cost him his life and a round. As DankerMemerson goes up 11-2 in this quarterfinals match. So this first map looks like it's just rolling out of control here. Luckily, this is a best of 3.
Double op setup on the CTC side here, getting a little bit desperate to try to make something happen. Ooh, quick nade in, does a little bit of damage. Oh, through the smoke. Quick little double dink. The Molotov eats up the smoke. Man advantage to the 60 side here. Flashes around mid. So they're going to try for some sort of mid play.
Okay, well, Maz managed to hold down B, but they decided to rethink things. Simba's watching A from long as they come in. He catches Shanjay with a beautiful blind shot. Nivik trades it out. Corroded with the trade. Masfat's back at him. So it is it's a 3v2. The bomb is down. Awful is in decent position sitting where he's at, unless he got hit. He's not in such a good position now. Maz does have fire. Let's see what he does with this incendiary.
I don't know that landed where he wanted it to.
No, I don't think so. The crack shot caught him looking in the wrong direction.
He was holding for a standard peek, and he went over top the box and jumped out on him.
So LuxxuryGG puts another round up on the board. They needed that. It's going to help the half.
And they save both ops.
If they make it into an 11-4, that'll be a lot better than what they were looking at. We'll see what happens here. Looking at the overview, we see they're heading towards Maz on B site. They're in the tunnels already. Not even being shy about it. Maz has to hear something. Okay, here comes the fire. Maz throws some fire. Oh, he's lighting them up with the flames. He gets 2 of them.
Ooh, Simba with a quick kill. Stu with the refrag, but only 36 HP to defend against 3 CTs
Stu's
here.
by himself with a bomb. There's no
That
sense in
op-
even planting. I mean, it is the last round. You ain't going to get anything out of it. But attention. So what's he going to do? Oh, boy. Okay, so they did put that 4th round up on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, welcome. Welcome to the stream. This is the first map in a best of 3 between 3rd seed LuxxuryGG and 6th seed DankerMemerson. These teams are meeting here in a quarterfinal match.
Beef went to throw the nade into the window, and
Yeah.
it missed, and it blew the op to the moon.
Oh, nice.
Just watched it take off like a rocket.
So here we got Stuve in the B site. We've got 4 Lux members in the B tons. You got Stuve and Sean J kind of hanging out. You got JJG's creeping down towards mid, trying to get a little intel just to see who's peeking and who's not. He wants
Oh
to
my
find
God,
out. He's
his
going to
name-
run right into Mass Fat soon, though. Watch this.
His name is JJG. I've been reading it as Jig this whole time.
I know it confuses everybody. I had the names wrong earlier. I had him listed as Jig because I didn't look at it correctly.
Mass Fats with the crazy play up on the window. He tapped a player on site and then 180 tapped the mid rush. Beautiful shots out of the CTs there, giving them their 12th round. Looks like Luxury just gonna go for a small pistol buy here.
Oh,
A little bit of
Mass
money
Fat's up
invested.
the middle. Okay, leading the charge is Simba and company. Corroded Beef, they're going mid. Looks like they're going for that crazy mid to B push. All kinds of action, and then they changed it up. Meanwhile, yeah, Nivik is reacting to it. For Nivik, it's like shooting ducks in a barrel. He gets 2. They're on A site though. Corroded Beef does have the bomb. It's going down.
That will help them get AKs in the next round, so that's very crucial.
Here comes the cavalry though.
Ooh,
It's a
one quick tap.
1v1. Corroded's hurt. He's going to have to put some accuracy on this. Stu makes him pay.
Very tough 1v1 there.
Yeah.
Be.
I mean, it's kind of nice you got a plant. That money's going to come in handy for this last hurrah. Because that's kind of what you got to do here. I mean, you got to spend your money, I would think. Simba thinks so. He bought an op. Crack shot, Maz, JJG, everybody rifled up.
Very skewed by here on the CT side. They still have a UMP, MP9, 2 from Aussies. Quick aggro out to long, getting the first pick. Oh, Nivik with the push through. Taking down Maz. Shutting that aggression down. A lot of Molotovs coming in, back and forth. Awful is going to go for the quick push. Unexpected. Does take crack shot down. They're just not ready for that. Sean J spawns the cat. Gets the quick dink and manages to take him down as well.
Okay. Let's see what Sean J does here.
A little bit of nerves getting the JJG there as he tosses the nade and it bounces back at himself. Unable to connect the headshot. Decides to just back off, take a breather. Toss of smoke is going to push on through. Nivek dashing the flash here in the Wildcat. Simba left alone in a 1-on-3. Trying to keep his team alive. Flash goes high. Jumps over the smoke. Unable to connect the shot. Oh, and he turns away at the wrong time.
And Danker's up 14-4.
11 match points to play here. Well, if they get to 15. My bad, I'm jumping the gun.
Yeah, what's up, Quinn? Yeah, DankerMemerson is giving him the work 14-4. You're right, big lad. Maz did wake up. He's starting to get a lot of frags here, but it's awful late in the game here, and DankerMemerson does have 14 big rounds up on the board. But who knows? We're paused, and while we're paused, you know what that means? It's time to sell something here. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the FARA B1 Pro. This is the 5 mid-tower ATX cases that are on the line. All 5 of these cases have 4 120 millimeter addressable RGB case lit fans. They're very well ventilated. They'd make a great case. They're built by SilverStone Technology, so you know they're built with quality. Also, for second place prize, we have the Airblazer 120i Lite. The 120i Lite is a fan pack. It has 3 120 millimeter addressable RGB case lit fans, and their controller adds some lighting and some cooling to your case with that product. And also, third place, we'll have a third place decider match. The Raven RVP01 oversized mouse pad is on the line. Let's get back into it. We're out of the pause. So LuxxuryGG discussed it. They figured out what they need to do here, and now they're going to execute it. Let's see what happens here. Stuve is sitting in B site. They rushed mid. Let's see. Awful hears it, but it's going to be Stuve and Sanjay who realize that they've been cranked from behind here. It's a little late, but there you go. So they're in sight. Simba and Corroded Beef did take the B site, and they're coming out aggressive. Awful pushed back into the B site. Massfats somewhat ended their dreams. There's one more round. We are on match point here, so
Now they have 11 match points to play for.
yeah, a lot of match points to play for. They got about a dozen of them if they want to win. This is the first map out of a 3. The next map will be Trained. And if we have a third, we'll play Mirage. Holy smokes, look at them going to B. They're going to B regardless of what you think. Massfats would like to hit him with the... Oh, Massfats jumps right in the fire, but he's still alive. Awful, pushes in. And now it's nothing but Massfats. Let's see what he can do. Massfats is gonna try to save an op. He's happy to give him a round. He's like, I hear you, Luxury. You want 5? No problem. You can have 5 rounds. But he does want an exit frag. Massfats throws the fire. Will he get killed? He makes it. Oh! Corroded Beef says, hey, we like ops too. We'll play with that next round. So LuxxuryGG. That pause worked out. You're right. Sometimes a pause is what you need. You just need to cool down the opposing team, get your head, get your ideas together, get your mind right, get your plan right.
Yep. Just take a quick little breath and regroup. Big sack on the mid side here from Danker. They're going to push up Cat though, so that might not have much effect. One, and now he's going to break the floodgates as they come flying out of him.
That hurt.
More. Ooh, this push coming in from lower tunnels might be bad for JJG. As he expected. Nope, doesn't matter now. He's out mid, clearing the CT area. Ooh, I think he saw Sean's gun. No, he did not. Still manages to get the frag. Oh, he had a Zeus.
Okay. Well, 11 more. Wait a minute. No. 10 more is all they need. 10 more match points to win. Yeah, Luxury's got to watch for those pushes. Buys a glitch. What's it? To close the gap. Close that gap. Danker. That's what Buys a glitch says. We appreciate having you guys here. Tell your friends to join us. We're having a blast. It's Club Conflict playoff time. This is only the second playoff match we've cast for season 26. They just started. Last night was the first match. Iniquity versus SilverStone. Iniquity won 2-0. Eliminated SilverStone. Iniquity's awaiting the winner of this match. So MassFats is just hanging out in a 4v1. I wonder how long it's going to take before they spy him. JJG has to be thinking like, where? Oh, come on, he steps right out. And JJG obliged him with a Kalashnikov to the chest. What's up, Quinn? Okay, welcome to the stream. We appreciate having everybody here. I'm joined with Zayhan, our good friend Zayhan, and we're having a good time. DankerMemerson has LuxxuryGG on the ropes, but LuxxuryGG's doing the rope-a-dope. They're surviving on the ropes. They've managed to put a few rounds together. They've been on match point now for 3 rounds, so let's see what we get here. Bomb thinks it wants to go B. Stu's going to try to tell him that's not advisable. And then you've got Sanjay hanging out mid, getting ready to say hi to JJG. Oh, Sanjay heard that. He hears that. Simba caught him though. Simba putting in work here. So here we go. They are going to challenge Stu. Stu is hunkered down there in the corner on B site. He's about to take a peek. He's about to get an eyeful here because JJG is sitting there. He caught him, sure enough. But he's going to get more than just that. They're waiting for him to peek one more time. Simba's got something for him. Whoop! He peeked it. Whoop! Wow. He managed to survive that. I bet he don't peek again. So,
Maz and Simba with that all to play for here, trying to keep their team alive in map 1. They did manage to put a couple rounds together though, so that really is going to help the confidence. Simba will get the kill, so I might have spoke too soon. Oh, they're running out of time here. Not very much time left. That taken down means it is going to seal the deal here.
There it is. There it is.
7 on map 1.
Wow. Let's take a look at the bracket here real quick. So you see Iniquity sitting there waiting. They're waiting for the winner of this match. So Danker's up 1 map. It's not the end of the world. Put some music on here. Oh, we switch maps. We'll switch maps here.
I'm going to set that in some Andrew quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Have a good one, Zayhan. Thank you. Hope you can join us here in a bit. Okay, so here comes the second map, Train. We'll be in Train here momentarily. Appreciate having everybody here. DankerMemerson did go up 1-0 here in this best of 3. And there's the bracket. Let's take a quick look at the stats as well. DankerMemerson, you can see their regular season stats, what they did. And they didn't do bad. They won 3 matches. They lost to Iniquity. They lost to LuxxuryGG during regular season. But they're here to stake their claim in these playoffs. Let's take a quick look at LuxxuryGG, what they did during regular season. LuxxuryGG had a lot more matches actually played out during regular season. We have up to 8 maps can be played, and you see they won 6 out of 8, so a very strong showing for LuxxuryGG. It's hard to believe that they are our 3rd seed with that strong of a showing. but that just goes to show you how good the teams on Club Conflict are. So we're getting ready to roll back into map 2, and we're waiting for the broadcast to start. In the meantime, let's talk real quick about our sponsors. Let's talk about Everleap Cloud Hosting. They provide the web hosting for clubconflict.com. We appreciate having Everleap on board, taking good care of us there in that department. We'd like to thank Logitech Gaming. They are the sponsor of the Logitech Streamhouse. The microphone that we are playing, that I am speaking through right now, is a Logitech G Pro X headset provided by Logitech Gaming for the Club Conflict Streamhouse. We appreciate having Logitech Gaming on board as well. And game servers, Frag Not Lag. We are playing on a Chicago server, 128 tick server by Game Servers, the largest game server provider in the world, with I think 32 locations worldwide. If you need a game server, you might want to give them a call. GameServers.com. And finally, last but not least, SilverStone Technology. They are the prize provider for the prize sponsor for Club Conflict Season 26. We appreciate having Silverstone. You can find them at Silverstone Tech on the web. You check their website out. We appreciate having Silverstone on board. So once again, let's take a quick look at those prizes, and we'll be getting right into the match here as the players load in. We appreciate having everybody here. If you have any friends who might be interested, please let them know that this is underway. By the way, we will be hosting a quarterfinals match each night for the next few nights. The first one was last night. Let's show you what that map was. That was, hold on just one moment. We'll get this all straightened up. Okay, so this is the match we're in right now, but here was the match. I'm going to show you the match that we had last week. Nick the second seed versus Howard, the seventh seed. That was nowhere here. LuxxuryGG. Bomb is starting to move into the restrooms. Masfats gets connected first from Ivy. He's sitting on Olaf, and he's hurt. Meanwhile, Maz catches Awful, and that's what they're waiting on. Nivik starts rolling in from connector. He does catch Corroded Beef with an amazing tap shot there. Maz catches Sanjay trying to roll into the lower B entrance, and Crackshot defends him. So Crackshot, LuxxuryGG, they're up 1-0. If you're just joining us, okay, I see the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I see the chat. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. The audio. Sorry about the audio problem here. Yeah, sorry, guys. Can you hear me now? I hope you can hear me now. They say they can't hear me. Let's see. Is my microphone working? Yeah, my microphone's working. Is the desktop working? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to do this on my own. We're doing our best, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. Sanjay doing some dirty work on upper side of B. Hopefully you can hear me. Is there music on right now? Because there's not supposed to be any music on right now. There should not be any music on right now. So, and when the music does come on, we'll make sure it's not loud. Sorry about that. So here we go. Back at it. LuxxuryGG's up 1-0 in this second map in a best of 3. Looks like they're trying to make way into Ivy. And Awful and Nivik managed to shut it down, along with Masfats. So it's 1-1. Okay, so here we are. Let's see what we got. Looking at the overview, it looks like a fast move into the well, here we go. We can just see what JJG's pushed down. Pop Dog quickly. Sanjay caught Simba, but Crackshot traded it out. JJG's pushed up onto site, kills Nivik. JJG catches Masfats over at Olaf. Stu starts rotating in through connector. They don't know he's on site. I don't think they know he's that close, but he caught a glimpse. One of the guys, what's he going to do? He knows one was up on, there you go. Stu handled his business there. DankerMemerson goes up 2-1. Yeah. I'm trying to watch the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate you guys chatting. I appreciate you letting me know. I'd rather have you tell me that the audio's bad than not to tell me that my mic's not even on. Because I've had people do that too, where they'll just watch the stream and leave. And they won't tell me that there's no audio. So I'm human. I make mistakes. Okay. So here we are. Let's look at this overview real quick just to see, get an overview of what's going on here. We've got Masfat sitting here on the A site. He's watching Pop Dog along with Awful. And we've got Nivik sitting near Ivy. So they've got it kind of on lockdown. Meanwhile, the bomb is being walked back towards their spawn. Simba and company, Corroded Beef, they're heading down towards Ivy. So it's going to be, Nivik's is going to get busy here in a moment. So it's going to be Nivik and Masfats getting real busy here in a moment. Oh, Nivik already spots him out. He puts some smoke down. Crackshot catches Nivik. Masfats trades him out. Here comes Awful, putting in work from Tikon. And Awful handling business. Lays a nice little three-piece down there. And DankerMemerson's up 3-1. So DankerMemerson is up 3-1. They're up 1 map to 0. Sean J. Crack shot trades him. 2 guys up on mid train. What are they going to see from up there? They're going to see that Vivek can follow a jump. JJG. So Stuve, he's got his hands full. It's a 2v2. Stuve caught JJG, so now it's a 2v1. Let's watch it from Crackshot's point of view as he gets killed by Nivik, and DankerMemerson makes it 4-1. If you're joining us, just now joining us, welcome to the stream. I'm your host. I'm Ballistics. I'm the Director of Operations here at Club Conflict Online Gaming League. This is quarterfinals match for Club Conflict Season 26. 8 teams made it into the playoffs. This is our 3rd seed LuxxuryGG versus 6th seed DankerMemerson. And right now, the 6th seed is stunning the 3rd seed, leading 1 map to 0 in his best of 3. So Simba's going to peek at a T-Con, see what he can see. Not a whole lot going on here that he can see. Sanjay trying to keep T-Con contained. Meanwhile, they're pushing in. Not missing all the action here, but Stu's getting busy in the B site, holding it down. And DankerMemerson makes it 5-1. How do you find out more about DankerMemerson? Well, I guess you could Google DankerMemerson and the word Club Conflict, and that would take you to their team page, DankerMemerson's team page. You can see what their schedule is. You can see the matches that they've played, their results. When you look at their results and schedule, you may have to set it, at least the results. You'll have to select Club Conflict Season 26 regular season. Select that, and you'll be able to see what they did there in the regular season. Their playoff wins will show up under the Club Conflict Season 26 playoffs. So if you don't see any results, you might want to change it to regular season. Okay. So here we are, looking at the overview. You can see that the bomb, they're fond of just walking the bomb back. They like to make noise overhead and then walk back. JJG is walking towards T-Con. The bomb is following him. Meanwhile, on A site, we have Awful. He's decided to move up into heaven. You got Sanjay sitting right on the bomb train in a real sneaky spot. They have no idea that JJG's pushed up on Olaf, and he's going to make his presence known here any second now. Let's see if Nivik has anything to do with to change that. Nivik catches 2. JJG and Simba are now history, and let's see what we have here. Maz gets caught out as well, as does Corroded. So DankerMemerson holding down the fort with a strong early lead, 6-1. Let's take a quick look at the other stats here. You can see that who's got utility, who doesn't. Okay, we're missing some action as Massfats catches crack shot. Massfats is sitting on bomb train with the op. Nivik's holding down Ivy. So LuxxuryGG, they're not quite sure what to do. Stuve holding down lower. He's about to run into JJG. JJG gives him a nade to hold on to, but Stuve was nowhere near it. He backed off to a better spot. I'm sure he reported that. Oh no, Sanjay got caught at T-Con, and Simba. Sanjay had pushed right up into T-Con, and Simba made him pay for it. Simba just kind of taking pop shots through the smoke onto the A site. Time is ticking. We're under 1 minute here. What's going to happen? Something's going to happen here at Pop Dog from Corroded Beef. JJG did kill Stuve, so I wonder if we're going to see a B hit. I think we are. Let's see how they defend it. Massfats throws the fire up top. And Nivik with the flank, which I did not catch because I'm amazing. Nivik with the 3K on the flank. Sorry about that. So DankerMemerson, they're flexing on LuxxuryGG. At least this half. We appreciate having everybody here. Tell your friends about us, by the way. We'd like to get as many viewers as we could. The more viewers we have, the more we'll attract through Twitch. When people join Twitch, they'll say, what's going on over at this website? Next thing you know, we'll have all kinds of viewers. So here we go. DankerMemerson versus LuxxuryGG. DankerMemerson does have the advantage here by winning one map. They already defeated them on Dust 2. So let's take a quick look at the prizes. The prizes are provided by SilverStone Technology. It's the Farah B1 Pro Mid-Tower ATX case. The winners, the first place team, will get 5 of these cases. Each case comes with 4 120mm addressable RGB case-lit fans. And these are well-ventilated cases, a perfect mid-tower case for you to build your machine in. Second place gets these Air Blazer Light 120i Light. This is a fan pack, 3 120mm addressable RGB case-lit fans and their controller. Add some exceptional lighting and cooling to your case with the SilverStone Technology Airblazer 120i Light. That's the second place prize. We got something for third place as well. By the way, we're back into this, so let's go ahead and drop the prizes and get back into the action. We don't want to miss any of this action. But we'll have a third place decider match just prior to the grand finals. That will take place. It's going to be a best of 3 as well, so we have a third place prize here. We appreciate having SilverStone Technology on board, taking good care of us. So Nivik, I like his AUG there, his AUG Arctic Wolf. Okay, so they both peaked. Nivik took that was a good time for them to both peak, because Nivik is no more. Sanjay's getting ready to flash for Awful. No, Awful's pushed up into T-Con. He's about to run it. Well, actually, they're all over top, overhead. He does catch 1. He catches 2. Okay, might as well catch 3. Almost. Corroded Beef hurt him though. But I know Corroded Beef ain't feeling too well. He's got 39 HP left. And that's a 3v2, so they're just going to try to get out here and get their bomb planted. But Crackshot kills Sanjay, but Massfats is sitting on site. And he don't like to let people plant bombs. Meanwhile, you got the rotate coming through with Stuve. Stuve's hurt. Massfats gets hit in the back, and it's up to Stuve at a 2v1. Don't count Stuve out, though. He's hurt. But he's not dead. 14 HP is enough health to hit the trigger. And he does hit the trigger. He's thinking to himself, he's Olaf, isn't he? He is Olaf. So he's going to fake it, but he's going to walk over there. Oh, there, now he knows where he is for sure. Crack shot kills him. Nice try there, Stu. LuxxuryGG puts a good round up. They had to fight for it, but they got it. Okay, well, here we go. Let's look at the overview, see what we can see from the overview. Wow, Simba has really pushed up quickly. He dropped into Pop Dog, and he's already harassing them. So he's got them looking that way, you know. He got MassFat's attention. Sean J, you know, he's got their attention. So LuxxuryGG and their deceptive plays, though, they're not really coming in. Pop Dog. Sean J's pushed up. Finds a flash right in his face. He manages to miss it. Meanwhile, Corroded Beef and company are thinking about hitting B site. And who's in B? Why, it's the Stuve and MassFat show. Stuve's sitting at a dirty angle there on site, and he already got a flash. That flash was dirty as well. They're blind. They have no idea that MassFat's sitting here waiting for him to come in. MassFat's held as long as he could. He did manage to get one, but the cavalry is here. You know, they're all here. It's a 3v2. It's a 1v3 now. Good try, Nivik. LuxxuryGG put a hard-fought third round up there. I'll tell you what. They really had to, that was a very hard-fought round, I'm telling you. LuxxuryGG has had to fight very hard for all three of these rounds. DankerMemerson is making it look easy, but LuxxuryGG, they're not just going to roll over to DankerMemerson. And they're showing it here. So looking at the overview, again, more of this quick stuff with Corroded Beef. Okay, so they decided to come out. Oh, and they caught a lot of them. Sean J, wow, it's just a trade fest at the A site. Crack shot. MassFats manages to run off along with Stuve. It's a 2v2. The bomb is down. Crack shot is hurt. And Maz, he's game. He's game for a fight. But they're going to have to get that bomb. So Crack shot picks the bomb up. They are going to, what are they going to do? They're going to get it planted? I guess they're going to have to take that chance. Here goes the plant. Oh, and they both peaked. They both peaked at the same time, and it didn't work out good for DankerMemerson. So LuxxuryGG puts their fourth round up on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? What do you think out there, our viewers? Do you think we're going to have a third map? Do you think we will get to see Mirage be played? If LuxxuryGG wins the trade, we will see a third map. So if you want to see a third map, you're going to have to root LuxxuryGG. You're going to have to root them on to dig deep. Make something happen here. So Awful just hanging out by ePanel. Meanwhile, you've got Stuve. He's sitting here in a filthy spot by Olaf. That is filthy as it gets. Sean J, he's backing up the filth. And then you've got Nivik sitting over there, and you got MassFats all by his lonesome in the B site, and they're thinking about hitting B. Right as MassFats rotates off, they're thinking about hitting B. Simba, he's going to peek out, just keep him on A. See? Simba, look at Simba. He gets rewarded with MassFats. Meanwhile, who's watching B? Nobody. JJG just rolls up in there. Here comes Corroded Beef. Here comes a whole gang at the B site. Sean J with a nice 1D going to Simba. But Simba was He was like, he was a decoy. JJG catches Sean J, wondering what was happening there. And LuxxuryGG put a big round on the board, 5. So we've got a real match here, 7-5. LuxxuryGG, they put, I think, 3 together in a row. Okay, here comes the let's just watch this. We'll just have to try to watch the best we can, see if I catch this action. I doubt I'm going to catch it very well, but we'll try. Here it comes. You're coming into A site. 3 guys already killed for DankerMemerson. The bomb is going down. And who's left? It's Stuve. In a 1v3. What's he going to do? And what would you do? Personally, he doesn't have a kit. That's the first thing you look at. He shouldn't do anything but look for exits. Let's see what he does. Maybe he's looking for an upgraded weapon. Maybe an op. Maybe somebody dropped an op. Or maybe he could just sneak in there and mess up LuxxuryGG's plans. But no. Yeah, Lilo. I'd love a third map as well. I think it would be good. LuxxuryGG thinks so as well. Okay, so let's see what we got out here on the setup. We've got Awful sitting in connector. He backs off to B. For some reason, they're feeling it's going to be a B. Meanwhile, you've got Nivik and company putting in dirty work. Oh, and they both paid for it. Maz handles his own. They get rewarded with Deegs. So Simba has the bomb. Meanwhile, Stuve and Awful are left alive. Awful's holding down connector. Stuve's got B on lockdown. Awful's history. So now Stuve again in a 1v2, or a 1v3 rather, with the bomb down. This time, do you think he has a kit? Stuve don't buy kits. Are you kidding me? Stuve also doesn't make retakes without a kit, so Mama didn't raise no fool. So here we go. So Stuve hears them go into their spawn. He don't care. Okay, so it's tied up. LuxxuryGG's not playing around. It's 7-7. It's 7-7. We got this. LuxxuryGG's on their way back. DankerMemerson's thinking to themselves, what's going on here? Will DankerMemerson lock it down? Will LuxxuryGG keep the momentum rolling and add an eighth round in the half? One thing's for sure. LuxxuryGG's momentum has changed. Ooh, Nivik and Masfats. 2 big frags, and there you have it. DankerMemerson wins the half 8-7. Now you'd expect that. You'd expect the CT to get the better half, but I'll tell you what, they didn't get a whole lot more than just a little more than half, which tells you that LuxxuryGG had a decent T side. Now let's see how they do as CTs. We're going to get right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Ballistics. I'm the Director of Operations here at Club Conflict Online Gaming League. This is the second map in a best of 3. DankerMemerson already leads 1-0. DankerMemerson defeated LuxxuryGG on Dust 2 on the second map. Here we are on pistol round, second half. Awful. Living up to his name here with the pistol. He's hurt. So they're just trying to keep, get him thinking B. Get him thinking B, right? And then they're going to try to do something here. But meanwhile, Crow to Beef he wasn't falling for it. Him and Simba pushed up. JJG now, they're both there. They're going to run right into Nivik. How's Nivik handle it now? Nivik's peppering him up through the smoke. Okay, so here it is. It's down to Massfats, who's hurt so badly. He's let them know where he is. They don't care. They're like, well, we know where you are, but we know where your bomb is. So there you have it. So LuxxuryGG about to tie it again. About to tie this score on the second map again. There's a total of 8 best-of-3 maps being played here in the Club Conflict playoffs. There are 4 quarterfinal matches, 2 semifinals matches, a third-place decider match, and, of course, the grand finals, all of which are best-of-3s. All maps are vetoed. DankerMemerson and LuxxuryGG, I wonder if they're going to go into overtime. The rate they're going, we might see overtime on a map. So here we go. Let's see what we see here. Okay. Crack shot kills Sean J, but Stu trades him back. It's all going down on T-Con. Meanwhile, you've got some guys getting aggressive. One guy left, and they kill him. So, LuxxuryGG, they've been on a roll. I'll tell you that much. They've been on a roll. I think they've been on a big roll, put it that way. In the last 8 rounds, I think they've won 7. Crow to Beef throws the nade down Ivy. And Steve caught a little bit of that. Hardly any, though. So, we've got JJG and Crow to Beef holding down Ivy. Meanwhile, you got Simba keeping an eye on Pop Dog, T-Con. The bomb's kind of moving over towards B, though. It's up above Pop Dog. Yeah, 1 dropped, 2 dropped. Awful did manage to drop in there on a trade. But what did it buy him? Other than, it bought the trade. That's about it. But they're all split up. It's a 3v3, and they are split up pretty heavily. Let's just take a look where everybody is here. So you think they might be thinking about B, huh? Maz is game for it. Maz says, please come B. Simba wants some too. Maz hears him. Maz puts a pepper on him. Hot pepper. And Simba gets the trade. So LuxxuryGG's up 10-8 on his second map. I was really hoping we would get 3 maps. I love when it goes to 3 maps. So LuxxuryGG, they're doing their best to put it there. Let's see what happens here, though. Once DankerMemerson gets some weapons in their hand, they don't really have anything in their hand right now. Nivik has a little pistol. Nivik's Ice Cap Tech 9. He's going to try and put some work in here. He spotted some folks out on Ivy. Here comes the pepper sauce. He gets one. He gets two. Little TM. I'm sorry. A little Tech 9 action. Oh, the bomb has been dropped. That's just one slight little problem. That slight little bomb problem. Crack shot with a big nade. Hits Nivik with the Kobe. Mass Fats dancing around with his scout. Sean J sits right on the bomb site. All they gotta do is get the ball back. It sounds easy, right? But you got these guys guarding it. Crack shot don't want to give it up. This is going to be interesting. Crackshot has no idea. Whoa! He caught him there. He said, peekaboo, Mass Fats. LuxxuryGG's up 11-8. All right. Looks like they, what are they going to do? It's hard telling. Awful's already down Pop Dog. Meanwhile, Sean J harassing him. Killed Corroded Beef through smoke on Ivy, and he's walking back. He's walking back out of there. So you've got these guys worried about Ivy. I think it's going to be Ivy or T-Con. And they're probably right. Awful's thinking about swinging out, taking a peek. Sean J's thinking about taking a peek. It's a 4v3. Here comes the fire. Awful's already pushed in, but Sean J's dead. Crackshot's sneaking up Olaf. They have no idea he's flanked around him like this. Nivik's going to just try to get the bomb down, but he's not going to have any luck because he got flanked. So LuxxuryGG puts their 12th round up. You got to love it. You got to love a comeback. I love a good comeback story, you know? At one point, I think it was 7-2. And here it is 8-12. LuxxuryGG just putting round after round together. So they haven't really been playing B at all, and I wonder why. I'd really like to know why. Nobody wants to play a B anymore. Here they do. They finally come into B. JJG's sitting there waiting. They're sneaking in on the smoke. And they're boosting over smoke. What a dirty boost. A run boost. Oh, and he gets caught. Maz is sitting right on the bomb site. And Maz makes it pay. It looks like the bomb might go out. Nope, they're done. Simba took good care of them. Got the 2-for-1 shot with the Colat. So LuxxuryGG's leading 13-8 here in the second map. Train. This was their selection, by the way. In the first map, DankerMemerson, they're the one, they picked Dust 2, and they did win on Dust 2. So far, each team is flexing on their selected map. All right, so they aggressively push into the B site. Crack shot with a nice flank move coming up the ladder behind him. He does kill Stuve, but you know they know he's coming. JJG's watching upper. They're kind of flanked. They just don't know what to do. Crack shot's behind on one side. They got several guys in. Well, here you go. You got Simba going to keep him from coming out of there. They did kill Crackshot, but they're thinking about coming in. But Simba's got it covered. Simba's got it covered. So they're going to throw a flash out there. He's so far away, that distance ain't going to hurt him at all. So Nivik and Awful thinking about going in back into the B site. Last second, they're going to try to make it. Oh, JJG does make a move away for watching lower. He does throw a nade, which lands, I think, right at their feet. They are in the site. The bomb is going to go down. The fire's on site, and he's lit up. He doesn't even get Awful gets exploded. Corroded Beef hitting with the fire, and then the he nade. And Nivik, the gist is up. Nivik is dead. LuxxuryGG's up 14-8. Look at that. So LuxxuryGG on a big comeback. But guess who bought? Guess who bought? The DankerMemerson squad just got a buy. MassFats has a brand new op. They're coming in with the, looks like the Vengeance play. Coming in on A site with the flashes. Corroded Beefs. He hits him. I know he hit him. He hit Sean J and he hit Stu. Down to like 90 and 83 each. So that nade did hit him a little bit. Tickled their feet. Corroded Beef kind of backs off. Throws fire onto himself. And they're pushed up. So Sean J is not, he gets caught. Corroded Beef catches Sean J. Sean J's partner in crime, Stuve. Ooh. There you go. LuxxuryGG's up on match point, 15-8. As Train just kind of fell apart on DankerMemerson. Danker put up a decent, as a matter of fact, yeah, Danker put up a decent side as CTs, but they haven't done anything here as Ts on Train. Awful gets the opening frag onto Corroded Beef. So if they were coming Ivy, that'd be the time to do it, but there's nobody there. Crackshot tried to make it to heaven. He didn't make it. You've got, it's down to one player now, and what's he going to do? JJG does have the op. He's thinking about just saving it, I'm sure. So DankerMemerson makes their big stand on 8 rounds. They don't let LuxxuryGG get any further. Match point. DankerMemerson decides to put a round on the board. It's 15-9. So it'd be interesting to see how Danker, what they do. This slow play isn't really working. It's not throwing LuxxuryGG off too well. The slow plays and picks here and there ain't working. So what are they going to do to change that up? They're going to just hit it. They're just going to hit it. Forget it. Awful pushes in with the speed, gets 2 quick kills on the A site. Meanwhile, Corroded Beef tries to come in and stop him. But Corroded Beef is smoked off on, and he does get 1 kill. Kills Nivik through the smoke, but he's himself is shot through the smoke. Remember, bullets don't have eyes. They don't need to see you to kill you. JJG with a big frag. It's a 1v2. And we missed it. MassFats pulls DankerMemerson up to double digits, 15-10. If you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. We appreciate having you here. Club Conflict Online Gaming League. Season 26 semifinals are underway. This is the second quarterfinals match of our playoffs. The first one was last night. The next match will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Please give us a follow. We appreciate having your follow. You'll get notified. Turn your notifications on. We'll let you know when we're live next, which will be Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We'll talk here in a moment about the match that's coming up. Wireless Warriors versus 5 Kings. It's going to be a banger. It's going to be our 4th seed versus our 5th seed tomorrow night. Oh, wow. It's already, they've got quite, there you go. So DankerMemerson puts their 11th round on. So DankerMemerson started getting aggressive. If you didn't notice, they just started rushing. In my opinion, I don't care who you are. Well, I'm not going to say it. We'll see how it pans out. But I know how I like to play trade. I know how it's hard to defend. I'm not going to say it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what they decide to do. But it looks, oh look, JJG missed that scout shot. Sean J just pushed out. So Stu, awful in MassFat. Stu's dead, but he has called it out. Nivik knows there is one in heaven. Nivik is smoked off though. Awful's right under heaven. In the connector, Nivik is harassing him. Nivik goes down. MassFats kills Simba. So there's no reason to get into heaven now. But Maz is sitting Pop Dog. Corroded Beef is sitting on Ivy. And that makes for, you know, a nasty crossfire. Let's see how they handle it. Ooh, MassFats and Awful. They combine. They know he's going to be sitting over there on Pop Dog. They put the fire down. Here comes the, I expect a plant here. Here comes MassFats putting the plant up. Awful sitting here. What's he going to do? Maz is just patiently waiting, biding his time. He doesn't have a kit. That's how you decide what you're going to do. You say, no kit, no deal. We're out of here. So he's going to back off, save his armor, save his rifle. And he's out of there, just like that. It's like the circus. You know, just pack up the tents, nothing left but popcorn bags. So DankerMemerson puts their 11th round on the board. So Danker is making a run. They're trying to bring it back. You know, it's 15-12. 3 more rounds and it's a tie. We're going to go into overtime. Let me hear it in chat. Do you want overtime? Are we going to see overtime? What's your prediction? I think we're going to get some overtime. Wow. Yeah, Lilo, third map incorporated. We'll probably see it. DankerMemerson are rolling in the dough. At least MassFats, I mean, he's got $12,000 sitting there, which it may come into play here. Here comes a fire. Here comes a flash. Another flash from T-Con. Now they make their move. Oh boy. Yeah, what do you think? Are we going to see overtime? Let's hear it. I think we're going to get some overtime. DankerMemerson woke up. They started piecing some rounds together, and they've got a very strong buy. They've got very strong utility. LuxxuryGG, they're doing their best. They've got some utility, some light rifles, an SMG, a Deagle here and there. Let's just see how this plays out. We're going to watch Auto Director. If it don't catch the action, I apologize in advance. Here you go. Awful opens up with a kill on the crack shot, who had pushed right up on the T-Con. Awful dropped Pop Dog. Now Maz catches Sean J, but Stu trades it back because that's what Danker does. They're traders. Meanwhile, the rotates are coming in on the connector. Corroded Beef. He's harassing him with a nade. Puts it down onto the bomb site. It's a 3v3. They've backed off. The bomb is planted. Stu gets a big frag. There's only one left. We've got overtime, ladies and gentlemen. And the way overtime works, you start out on the same team that you started overtime on. So Danker's going to start out as T's. Everybody gets $10,000 in money. We don't wait around. We get right into it. Let's get this overtime underway. That's how we roll at Club Conflict. We get overtime, we roll right into it. Let's find out who's going to win this match. All right, so Stu throws the smoke over on the A site. Awful. Mass Fats is going to make him worry about A as well. He's going to throw a smoke over to A. Sean J gets the early frag. As Corroded Beef pushed down. Sean J. Let's see what we're missing. Stu gets a frag on Simba. JJG kills Mass Fats. Awful trades it back. Crackshot trades it. Crackshot is sitting with Maz near the bomb site A. But they're outnumbered, outgunned. See how Crackshot handles this. He's just going to sit over on Ivy. Is he going to allow them to plant? They just came through there, so they think that it's clear. He's probably going to get at least one frag here. Catch someone unaware, and that person is going to get knifed. Who do you think it is going to be? He's been spotted. Crackshot got caught clowning. Mazfats gave him a big LOL. Clowning, absolute clowning. That was for your viewing pleasure. I hope you appreciated that, ladies and gentlemen. Crackshot has a sense of humor. He said he had to try something. I agree with you, Crackshot. Sneaking up and smelling a man's cologne. Sometimes that could be exciting, right? Okay, awful. Crackshot, they'll trade each other out. So LuxxuryGG, they have the advantage. It's 4-3 right now on this. Okay, it's even, 3-3. Stu makes it a 2v3. What's going to happen? What do you think? Maz gets the big frag. So now it's a 1v2, and Stu has the bomb. What's he going to do with it? He's got to hit his shots no matter what he does. He gets one. Now it's a 1v1. 50 seconds are left. Maz is sitting right on the site. Stu's no dummy, though. Stu knows it. Stu's like, you know what? You can have A. I hear B is nice this time of year. Especially if you book early. Like Stu has. He booked early. And look at this. Oh my goodness. He's planting it out in the open. What the hell is he thinking? Out in the open, folks. This must be an old tanker play. This is Stu's old tanker play he's trying to put down here. Now Maz, he's walking in. He's got to recognize it, though. Come on. When anybody plants out there, that's a tanker play. That ain't a heaven play. Oh, Stu shot a little early. Stu shot a little early. Maz didn't even have to wait and guess. Oh my. Well, at least they got the plant, right? At least they got the plant. So it's 16-16. Each of these teams have one round in this overtime. This is the first half of the first overtime. Well, look at this. We got one guy left here. Actually, two guys left. I apologize. Masfats is still alive. Oh no! Awful got kicked. Oh, Awful got kicked with anti-cheat. Well, that sucks. That absolutely sucks. So they're going to have to call pause or something. Get their guy back in the match here. But he's in 1v2 now. That sucks that he got kicked for anti-cheat. So there goes the dot pause. Ah, that's rough. That is rough. Ladies and gentlemen, the way the Club Conflict anti-cheat works is that it has to, it communicates on the web. So when you have it running, it's constantly talking to our server. Nivik said his word.exe started running. Oh, Nivik and his sense of humor. But the way it works is, it basically has to ping the main anti-cheat server. And if it can't communicate, then it assumes that it's being blocked. And if it's being blocked, then you're not welcome on the server anymore. So, if you try to block the anti-cheat or you try to bypass it in any way, like firewalls or anything, or let's just say you have crappy internet, right? And your internet decides not to allow the anti-cheat to talk. Well, you've got about, a limited number of seconds, and it ain't many, before the server gives you a friendly little kick with a warning that the anti-cheat is needed. So that's what happened. That's what we saw. And I'm sure he is reconnecting. Awful has to be reconnecting here momentarily, but they are in a pause. So while we're here in the pause, let's just take another quick look at the at what DankerMemerson did and who they played. You notice that they played LuxxuryGG and they lost 16-10 to this team on Mirage here in early January, January 10th. So DankerMemerson's last regular season match was against Lux. So they knew about these guys. They did lose to them in one of their two losses. The other loss they lost to was our second seed, Iniquity. By the way, they are 9-0 after defeating SilverStone last night. So, according to, well, anyway, that's the look at Danker. Let's take a look at LuxxuryGG. Let's look at what they've done in the regular season. And you see that they've had very, very good success. The only team they had any problem with was Iniquity. And well, it's not the only team. They lost to Iniquity and they also lost to UYU. And what's crazy about that is that, they went into overtime with Iniquity on Train. So Lux is no stranger to overtime on Train. They did lose to Iniquity. I wonder if that's any foreshadowing of what's to come here. So take a look at the bracket real quick, and you'll see that Iniquity is sitting there waiting. They want the winner of this match. And that match will take place, that semifinals match will take place probably next Friday night, maybe next Saturday night. We'll have to schedule that. We will let you know. But if you give us a follow, turn on your notifications, you will be notified when we go live with that match. Meanwhile, we've got the other side of the bracket that has to be played out. UYU versus Livid Ones. That match is going to happen Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So make a note. And also Five Kings and Wireless Warriors. That match is tomorrow night, Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. So expect that to those matches to take place in the next 2 nights. So we hope you can join us. Really appreciate having you here. Tell your friends, because we would love to see you here. And we're getting ready to get back into the match. We see that Awful has reconnected. The match is paused. LuxxuryGG won the first half of overtime, 2-1. It was unfortunate that Awful got kicked the way he did, but he is back. And hopefully his internet connection is straightened out, whatever the technical issue was that caused him to get booted. Hopefully he's rectified that. And here we are. We're still in the pause. I'm sure they're going to unpause here any moment. I think what's going on is Awful just wants to make sure that he's not going to get booted. And it doesn't look like he's going to. I can tell you from experience, you won't last more than 30 seconds on one of our servers if you don't have the anti-cheat running. So he's been connected now over a minute, so he should be good to go. So here we are. We're going to start the second half of this first overtime with LuxxuryGG leading 17-16 in overtime in his second map in a best of 3. DankerMemerson does lead 1 map to 0 right now. If they win this overtime, they win the match outright. LuxxuryGG is trying to put it into the third map. If we see a third map, we will be playing Mirage next. JJG and Simba get some early frags on the A site. Nivik is sitting at Olaf. Oh, he's got his hands full. Very full. Nivik's trying to move around. He's trying to keep moving, but they catch him. Oh boy. This is match point. If LuxxuryGG wins this round, that's all she wrote. We will see a third map. Lilo and I want a third map. Do you want a third map? Lilo would love to see LuxxuryGG win. I want a third map just because it's epic. We love 3-map matches. That just means that the action was hot. And this action is hot. So hot, in fact, you can almost feel the heat off those mollies. So Maz gets the bomb down. He's hurt bad. Nivik and Stuve. Nivik catches Simba. Nivik's harassing from over by Olaf. Maz is sitting on E-panel. That's a filthy spot. But it's a good spot for a guy with only 6 health. Now he moved. He decided to move. Corroded beef. Maz catches Stuve. He makes noise on the ladder, getting the peek. And there you have it. LuxxuryGG wins the second map. LuxxuryGG wins the second map, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. And let's look at these. Imagine that. This is pretty awesome, honestly. Well, here we go. So we're going to go ahead and switch. So we're going to go ahead and switch. To Mirage. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate having you here. Okay, so we're getting ready to come into Mirage. We're waiting for the broadcast to start. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about our, we've got some sponsors here that we want to make sure we take good care of. Everleap Cloud Hosting. If you're hosting a website, you may want to give Everleap a call. They do a great job at hosting in the cloud. They host our website in the cloud. We really appreciate having Everleap on board. We'd like to thank Logitech Gaming. They are the official sponsor of the Club Conflict Streamhouse. I am speaking to you over a Logitech G Pro X gaming headset. I love it. and it gives me fantastic audio. Thank you, Logitech Gaming, for supporting the Logitech or for supporting the Club Conflict Stream House. We'd like to thank GameServers.com. Frag Not Lag. We're playing on a Chicago server, a 128 tick Chicago server. Game Servers is the largest game server provider in the world with locations in over 33 cities worldwide. If you need a game server for your team, you just need a practice server or even a public server, 128 tick server, whatever you need, Game Servers can take good care of you. Give them a call. And last but not least, SilverStone Technology, designing inspiration. Silverstone has been a longtime supporter of Club Conflict. They have been providing our prizes at our LAN tournaments and our online tournaments for many years. We've been promoting Silverstone Technology since 2000 and I think 2006. Yeah, 2006, maybe even earlier. I mean, it might be even 2005. We've been with Silverstone Technology forever. We're the only company, the only esports tournament company or esports company at all that Silverstone deals with, and we've been promoting them for years. We appreciate having Silverstone on board. Speaking of those prizes, let's take a good look at these prizes. The Silverstone Fara B1 Pro. These are the cases that are on the line. We've got the Fara B1 Pro mid-tower case. Each of these cases comes with 4 addressable RGB caselet fans. And I understand from the reviews that these cases are very well ventilated. A perfect case if you're thinking about building a case. And for second place, we've got the Airblazer 120i Lite. This is a fan pack. Airblazer 120i Lite comes with 3 120 millimeter addressable RGB caselet fans and their controller. So add some exceptional cooling and lighting to your case with the Airblazer 120i Lite. It's Silverstone Technology. And for third place, we're going to have a third place decider match just prior to the grand finals. And the winner of that best of 3 is going to win these Silverstone Raven RVP01 oversized cloth mouse pads. I have one of these mouse pads that I use and I love it. So that's the third place prize. Let's take one more quick look at the bracket. We'll see who's done what, who's waiting for what. But right now we're tied 1-1 in this quarterfinals. DankerMemerson has won on Dust 2, and Luxury has won on Train. So we're about to meet up here on Mirage, and we're still waiting on all of the players to come in. We have 9 players on the server. We're going to kick that off here any moment. Real quick, while we're here, let's just take a quick look at the teams also. The teams that started Club Conflict. Now, disregard Nero Esports. That's now LuxxuryGG. I did not update this graphic. I apologize. But that's the team, Nero Esports. They're now LuxxuryGG. And by the way, this team is the 4th place winner from season 25. And coincidentally, they lost in the 3rd place decider match against DankerMemerson. So this is somewhat of a rematch here, only it's a little earlier in the quarterfinals. So those are the teams. Let's take a quick look at DankerMemerson, what they've done during regular season. You can see that they got a couple nice wins over SwayGG, Wireless Warriors, and Livid Ones. You can see that they lost to Iniquity, our 2nd seed team, and to LuxuryGG, our 3rd seed team. And let's take a quick look at LuxuryGG, putting wins up all across the board, except for 2 losses. One to Iniquity, our second seed team, and to UYU. Oh boy, our 1st seed. All these teams are looking forward to facing UYU. They're an ESEA advanced team, and they're undefeated. They're 8-0. They've won every match that they've played, and they'd be happy to meet these guys in this bracket as soon as they can, as soon as they're ready. Look at the bracket again, but you see UYU, number 1 seed. They play Livid Ones, by the way, Monday night at 9. You don't want to miss that. Please give us a follow. Turn on your notifications. Looks like we're getting ready to go into the knife. We're going to knife this round. Each member got to pick what side. If you pick the map, your opponent got to pick what side they're going to start on. But because this is a third map, there's going to be a knifing going on here. So we expect the knifing to go on here any moment. The knife round is about to start, and we are going to jump right into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have any friends that you think would like to see this match, let them know. Hey, there's a third map and a best of 3 here going on. These teams are both out for blood. So let's see what we got going here. We're still waiting on them to ready up. We've got a couple guys not ready. We've got all 10 players into the match. I believe we will be kicking this off here any moment. But let's jump in here and see what we got, so we don't miss this knife. Okay, that's what we got here. Let's go ahead and retry this match. Okay, yeah, you gotta love action-packed games. Yeah, we definitely love those, and we love seeing the third rounds. Let's see if these guys will ready up here. They're probably taking a potty break, as you can imagine. They're just doing some warm-ups here. Not quite ready to ready up, but they're thinking about it. So while they're doing that, let's how's everybody doing tonight in the chat? We appreciate having you here. We're going to have more matches starting tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Most of our matches will be at 9 p.m. Eastern. This match took place at 7 p.m. Eastern. This match, by the way, that was a tentative schedule too, because both of these teams were in the ESEA Winter Cash Cup number 3 today. So both of these teams, they chose that they were going to play at 7 p.m. if neither of these teams made a long run into that Cash Cup, and evidently that didn't happen. So here we go. We've got a knife round for you, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to start on which side? This is a very important knife round if ever there was one. Oh boy. What's going to happen here? Looks like LuxxuryGG gets to pick whether they want to stay or swap. And here we go. The match is going to begin in 5 seconds. What you're watching, by the way, is the Club Conflict match mod. It's a piece of software that we are very proud of. We've developed it. It allows us to run, multiple game series, multiple match series in Counter-Strike. So best of 3s, best of 5s. We can do best of 7s. We can do really, literally anything we want with this software. And it actually runs and controls the action from start to finish. And that's a cool thing, right? It keeps track of everything, including, you see there, each of these teams has 1 star filled out. That means they each have 1 map. 1. Here we go, Sanjay with the opening frag, and the rotates are coming in. They're coming in. This B site, the bomb is going down on B. Simba's checking the cash register. Crackshot's going to get exploratory. Pushes up. JJG comes in from Cat, catches Stu. Awful trades it back. Maz making noise. He has a USP. Ooh, he catches Awful right there on Van. And just like that, it's a 1v1. Sanjay gets lit up, but he has no time. He has a kit, but very little time. He decides to run off. And DankerMemerson pulls off the first round. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream. I'm your host, Ballistics. I'm the Director of Operations here at Club Conflict. Club Conflict Online Gaming League Season 26 playoffs are underway. This is the second quarterfinals match out of a total of 8 matches that we will have. We will have 4 quarterfinal matches, 2 semifinal matches, a third place decider match, and a grand final. Plenty of Counter-Strike ahead of us. We appreciate having you here. Please give us a follow. Turn on your notifications. We'll let you know when we're on. So our playoffs started Friday night, last night. Second seed Team Iniquity defeated 7th seed SilverStone 2-0 last night to open up our playoffs. Well, Lilo, I hope you get feeling better in the hospital for the past month. That makes it rough. Oh, crack shot through the smoke. Takes Awful's head off. JJG harassing him from connector. Looks like they're on site. MassFat's about to put the bomb down onto triple box. That's a wide open plant. That's a tough one to get. Sanjay and Nivik go down to LuxxuryGG. It's 2v2. Crackshot's already on site. He's already throwing lead towards Tetris. MassFats is dead. Ooh, left Stuve in a tight spot. And Crackshot obliged him with some lead from his Galil. So they picked up Galils from the tees. Galils are fun. I found that out. I don't play them very often, but man, they're powerful. If you haven't picked up a Galil lately, you should try it. Very powerful rifle. More than so than I remembered. So here we go. Round 3 is underway. JJG is just spamming it up out of the window. Simba and Corroded Beef. Simba catches Sanjay through the smoke. JJG catches MassFats. Nivik trades it back. Corroded Beef right there in the mix. Catches 2. Crackshot's late to the party, but he's pushing through the smoke. Pushes down underneath and kills Stuve. And LuxxuryGG's up 2-1. Okay. So there we have it. LuxxuryGG, what a round. That was a lot of trades back and forth. It came down to the nice close round there. If you call going mid and getting obliterated, close. That was close. Okay. Sanjay with that fancy smoke. He's going to hit that window smoke. So Luxury's up 3-1. That was rough. Rough round. DankerMemerson, they're just now buying. Actually, they're not buying at all. What am I saying? LuxxuryGG, they've got the buy. DankerMemerson's content to just sit there with their Glocks, save their money. And the match is paused. While we're in the pause, it's a great opportunity for us to talk about our sponsor, Everleap Cloud Hosting. They actually do the hosting for our website at clubconflict.com. If you're not a member, please join us at clubconflict.com. But we appreciate having Everleap Cloud Hosting as the cloud host for our website. Thank you, Everleap. Thank you to Logitech Gaming. Logitech provides the gaming headset, the headsets for our casters here at the Club Conflict Stream House. I'm wearing a Logitech G Pro X headset. Fantastic headset. If you've never tried one, man, you wouldn't believe the sound on it. The sound is great. It's very directional. I can tell where anybody is. Thank you, Logitech. How about GameServers.com? These 128-tick servers. We're on a Chicago server. Thank you to GameServers.com for providing those wonderful servers. SilverStone Technology, they are the prize provider. SilverStone Technology's we've been promoting Silverstone Technology game cases on LAN and in our league since 2006 for sure. And we appreciate having them on board. Silverstone Technology, they are a leader, one of the best, most highest quality builders of ATX cases ever. They have a great reputation. If you're building a case, Look no further than SilverStone Technology for your case needs, and that goes for living room PCs as well. If you need those, you know, anything like that. If you've got like a network, or you know, like you know, if you have media at home, a media server, they have enclosures that look like stereos. SilverStone Technology, they are one of the largest case manufacturers out there in the world, and they do a great job. We love having them on board. So here we are, we're back in the action. It looks like several of them have pushed up into the palace. Simba is going to watch that like a hawk. Meanwhile, Crackshot, he's peeking A main. See what's going to happen here. Simba catches him jumping. And wow, just like that, they are out. But Crackshot catches one on... Wow. Crackshot just handling business. He catches one in Palace, hits one on A ramp, looks back to Palace, and gets a three-piece. Three-piece in a... I don't know, three-piece in a large Coke, I guess, or three-piece in a Diet Coke. Either way, we're back into another pause, because this time it's LuxxuryGG with the pause. And what are we going to talk about now that we're paused? You know, there's not a lot to say other than we appreciate having these teams here. They've been fighting hard all season long. We began this season. We have basically the last 4 weeks of regular season, 2 matches per week. These teams have been doing a great job of communicating and playing at a high competitive level. We appreciate having everybody here. We started out with 16 teams, and we're down to the 8 teams left. If you're not a member at Club Conflict, you should become a member. It's at clubconflict.com. It's easy to register. Register an account. We'll take good care of you. Once you register, one of the first things that you'll have to do is link your Steam account. If you have a VAC ban, you can't play at Club Conflict on that account. So don't even try registering your VAC banned account, because it'll just lock you out of being able to play in our league. We do that for a reason. We don't want people with red in their Steam accounts. We don't want people questioning whether or not they're playing, you know, a trusted person or not in our league. We value the sportsmanship highly, and we like to promote good sportsmanship, and all of our teams do have good sportsmanship, and we like to keep it that way. It's been a secret. It's been a recipe for our success. That's the main reason why Club Conflict has been successful, and that's the reason that we're still around after 26 long seasons of Counter-Strike. We played 10 seasons of Counter-Strike Source, 5 seasons of Counter-Strike 1.6. We played 10 seasons of Counter-Strike Source, and we're now on, what is that, our 11th season of CSGO. So we appreciate having everybody here. We're waiting on the teams to live up this pause. They're paused right now, but in the meantime, we're talking a little bit about Club Conflict. We've always been a free to join league. We do have an anti-cheat, which features easy anti-cheat, which is one of the most leading and respected anti-cheats on the market. In addition to VAC, these servers do have VAC as well. We're back into the action. We're on autoplay. We're on auto director. So if we miss anything, I'm going to blame the auto director here at this point. So Massfats catches Crackshot peeking on A ramp, and immediately LuxxuryGG down one player. Massfats is advancing the bomb up the mid. He passes it off to Sanjay. So they're just waiting, letting them, waste their utility. Everybody's throwing their utility. Maz, Crackshot there in the B site, throwing nades, doing what they can to hold DankerMemerson and their push off. Sanjay burns off Corroded Beef. Corroded Beef cannot peek now, so it's a great opportunity for them to go through connector. JJG kind of can feel it, that there's going to be a connector push. JJG is just overran by Nivik. Massfats catches Corroded Beef onto Cat. Sanjay's going to plant. Awful's pushed up into the murder hole. Oh, and he catches him. Awful catches Maz. DankerMemerson brings it back 4-2. Let's take a look at some of these extended stats here. You can see utility damage. JJG with 172 utility damage. He's not playing around, is he? Okay, here we go. Back to the auto director. See what it gives us. Awful from top mid. Throws a fire into connector. Simba, he backs off into connector and throws a smoke. He's trying to scope his way up mid. Massfats, meanwhile, has the bomb. There's 2 players near mid, actually 3. Sanjay again takes the bomb back away from mid. Cycle through these guys, see what they're doing. Stuve is in no hurry to get out of his spawn. Awful's pushed up by chair. Maz is holding down B apps. JJG's near smoke in the window. Simba's watching his back, keeping an eye on Palace. Crackshot's holding down A main. If I was a betting man, I'd say they're heading B though. If you look at the overview, you can see that what they're setting up for. Maz is about to get busy. He's about 1 peak away from being super busy. There it is. He decides to back off and call in the cavalry. Oh! Whoa, Sanjay gets 2. Simba trades him out though. Stuve's on the site by himself. He's now joined by Massfats, who throws a fire through the window, hopefully slowing down whoever's coming in. Crackshot, the fire goes right over his head. He throws a nade onto Massfats, but it's over. DankerMemerson puts their 3rd round up. So Danker, they're climbing back. Yeah, Counter-Strike Source was fun. Shaolin Punk. I had a blast with Counter-Strike Source. I really did. I know that the community was divided there for a while between 1.6 and Counter-Strike Source, but and yeah, there was a difference. There definitely was a difference. But you know what? I'm glad CSGO is here. Let's just put it that way. I'm glad it's united the community under one good game. So here we go. Sanjay with the big trades. Big blinding trades. And it's a 4v3 here with LuxxuryGG having 3 at the deficit. JJG is sitting down in B site. Crackshot is watching A site. You got Maz sitting here. They're getting ready to come in on A site. A main push. Crackshot's sitting here on Firebox. But it's going to get busy. Meanwhile, they have no idea the Awful flanked up here through connector, and that's their sign. That's contact. Awful doesn't look to his left, and he pays for it. JJG catches him, but Stuve trades him out. Stuve throws a nice flash up, and he's going to plant right on the cheeky spot on triple. Sanjay's got the spot for that. Crackshot's on site. They didn't even know it. It's 3v1. Crackshot stayed alive a lot longer than he should have. And DankerMemerson has tied it 4-4. Who's going to win this? It's going to be interesting. We're going to find out. This game's as tight as it could be. Each team has 1 map under their belt and 4 rounds. Second round went into overtime. LuxxuryGG came out as victors in that situation. The last time these teams met on Mirage was during regular season. LuxxuryGG beat them January 10th, 16-10 on this same map. And I'll tell you what, I've watched a lot of DankerMemerson, and this is one of their better maps. So if you 16-10 DankerMemerson on Mirage, you must have a solid Mirage. And that's what regular season told us about LuxxuryGG. Their Mirage is solid. It's now 5-4 as we claw our way through this best of 3. So here we are, paused again. Let's take a look at this bracket, and we will see what it's going to take to become the Club Conflict champion, to advance, you're going to have to walk over all of these other teams. And these teams are here to play. You've got UYU, who's 8-0. And I don't remember Livid Ones. They're the 8th seed. I'm not sure what they're. I think they probably are. I would imagine 5-3 or 4-4, something like that. But here we go. We're back at it. Let's get out of this and get back into the action here. So the pause is over. Let's watch Auto Director and see what it gives us. Coated Beef pushed up on a cat. Watching top mid gets rewarded with Masfat's pick. Awful trades him back. Sean J and Awful are top mid. They're advancing slowly with AKs in hand. Sean J, I like that flash on connector. Maz has backed off. He's actually pushed up to connector where his teammate died. So what's he going to do? Maz is sensing it, though. He's like, okay, make noise top mid, and then you rotate up to the apps. Maz is on to it. Maz is ready for it. And Maz catches it, so he gets what he was looking for. Meanwhile, Crackshot backs off. Simba's rotating in. Crackshot says, I'm getting the hell out of here. He gets off Cat. Picks up Sean J with a nice shot with the op. Crackshot wants to keep that op. I don't really blame him. I mean, you know, they both have ops. Simba and Crackshot want to keep these ops, and that's what they're going to do. As the bomb ticks off. Oh, man. Canadian Blackwatch Anarchy. Anarch, what's up, buddy? A long time no. It's a long time since I've seen you, man. How you doing? I'm so glad to see you here. Shaolin Punks, he's one of our original Club Conflict members. Canadian Blackwatch. I mean, you're talking back. That's, what was that? I would say season 10. Is that right? Shaolin Punk? Canadian Blackwatch, I think, was introduced in Club Conflict season 10. If I'm not mistaken. Here it is, season 26. It's been a few, hasn't it, Shaolin? Well, nice to see you. And I'm glad you're here supporting us after all these years. We really appreciate it. Yeah, back in the day, we used to, it was invite only, Club Conflict. You couldn't get in here if you wanted. I used to get begged by teams. You wouldn't believe the teams that would beg us to get in here, but we'd never let anybody. It was invite only. We'd get our 12 teams, maybe 14, 16 teams, and that would be it. Once CSGO rolled around, though, we modified our policy, and we allowed teams to start coming in. We invited some teams in. The rest is history. But back in the day, it was invite only to get into our league. It was private. And we had clans. We had clans like Old Bastards Clan, Canadian Blackwatch. Some really cool clans like that. Clan US East, of course. Virtual Assassins. I could name a lot of these old groups. Cape Breton Liberation Army, CBLA. PLA, People's Liberation Army. I'm going back. I'm remembering some of these teams and these clans that used to play in our league. It was a great time. DankerMemerson is about to put their 6th round up on the board. Simba saves his op. But yeah, back in the day, we would have all these, and it all came around to Clan US East. I was a member of Clan US East. In fact, I was a clan leader for Clan US East. And the Counter-Strike division, myself and Beetle. Beetle Fart. I don't know if anybody ever remembers Beetle's mod, but it was one of the admin mods. In fact, it was the first admin mod for Counter-Strike Source. My clanmate, Beetle Fart, created that mod. When Source first came out, they didn't have any admin mods at all. But Beetle made the first mod. He's the guy that invented farting people. I don't know if you've ever played Source where you got farted. Like if you were camping, it was a directional sound. You'd hear a fart, you'd hear the audio cue. and it would give away someone's position. Another thing, he would burn people, and people would run around screaming and crying. It was a great mod for running a server, a public server. We used to run the best public servers. People used to wait around for an hour just to connect to our server. It was only like an 18-player server, and it was always full. And that's how people would find out about Club Conflict, was that server. So if you didn't play on it, you didn't know about it. Word got out early, though. It got out pretty quickly that we had a great league. So there we go. DankerMemerson puts a 7th round up. And they managed to take Crackshot's weapon. Now, one thing you may not know, I don't know if you remember the CPL and CAL, C-A-L, CAL League and CPL League. Those guys, all the admins for that league were friends of mine. They still are. And in Season 9 for Club Conflict, we had the entire CAL and CPL admin league, admin team. They were called CALlicious. They played in Club Conflict Season 9. They won. They were very, very good players, the admins. They won back-to-back, Season 9 and Season 10, CALlicious. Thinking back on the history of Club Conflict. We have a rich history here. Okay, so I've slowed it down. So MassFats is dead. It's a 3v5 now. The Poison Pez. Another flash from the past. Yeah, PLA was good. Clan US East gun game servers. Yeah, we used to have the best gun game server, Pez. Me and you used to play in there a lot, I remember. Man, we wasted a lot of hours playing gun game. That was back in the day, wasn't it? Slapping, burning. Yeah. Yeah, you can slap them through the air while they're burning. The flying barbecue trick. I love it. Back when Source first came out, the two main mods was Manny mod and Beatles mod. And of course, like clockwork, every Wednesday night, our matches were Wednesday night at 9 historically. And every Wednesday night at 9, you could count on one thing, or about 8 o'clock usually. Steam would update Counter-Strike, and we'd have to update our servers just minutes before we played. That would always happen. You could always count on that Wednesday night update. But one of the things that happened when they'd update, sometimes it would break the mods. It would break the admin mods. It'd break Manny mod, it'd break Beatles mod, whatever. And once the update happened, Beetle Fart and Manny mod would have to do their best. Oh wow! Wow! What a round! Nivet Simba with 2 nice shots, but so DankerMemerson's up 8-6. But yeah, when they would update the servers, it would always break a mod, and Manny would be trying to figure out, how to fix it, and Beetle Fart, he would try to fix his as well, and they cooperated together. They cooperated together, and if one of them would figure out what the problem was, they would always share it with each other, so they could keep their mods updated. And that's the way the Counter-Strike community worked together. And I'm proud to say that Counter-Strike helped build esports to what it is today. And I'm proud to have been there all along. member of Club Conflict and a member of the Counter-Strike community. JJG, let's see, we're missing some of this action, but DankerMemerson does have the lion's share of the half here. But it's a 5v3 now, and we got Crackshot pushed up into Palace. He's exploring. He has no idea, but JJG is about to find out. Oop, he took a. He might have hit. He might have hit him. He might have legged him. JJG's kind of trying to keep him off from coming in, but he knows how they trade. Awful came in, puts the fire down into connector. Maz is rotating, and the only one left is Mass Fence with this hop, and he gets lit up. So it's an 8-7 half. DankerMemerson does get the lion's share. They get, well, they at least get the, thank you, Poison Pez, for the kind words. We appreciate you. We appreciate the Counter-Strike community. So here we are, 8-7, and we're in a pause. You know what that means, don't you? Let's take a look at these prizes. The Farah B1 Pro, first place prize. 5 mid-tower ATX cases. Each case features 4 120mm addressable RGB case-lit fans. These cases have a lot of reviews, and they say they're very well ventilated. A perfect mid-tower ATX case for your next build. What do you say? SilverStone Technology Airblazer 120i Lite. That's the second place prize. This is a fan pack. It comes with 3 120mm addressable RGB case lit fans along with their controller. Add exceptional lighting and cooling to your case with the Airblazer 120i Lite. Third place, we have a third place decider match. It's going to take place just prior to the grand finals. Winners are going to win the Raven RVP01 oversized cloth mouse pad for third prize. By the way, these teams that are playing right now, Season 25's third place decider match, these teams played in a best of 3, and DankerMemerson come out the victor. DankerMemerson took third place. LuxxuryGG, under the banner of their old organization, Nero Esports, they took fourth place. So here they are. It's somewhat of a rematch earlier in the season into the quarterfinals. And here they are facing each other. And once again, you see how close these teams are. They're tied, one map apiece. And they're sitting here with DankerMemerson leading 8-7 in the third map. So let's look at the bracket one more time. You can see that Iniquity, they handled their business with SwayGG 2-0. And they're awaiting the winners of this particular match. That map, by the way, will take place. That match will take place more than likely next Friday or next Saturday night. That's when we'll start the semifinals, not until Friday night at the earliest. So, and then we've got the other side of the bracket to take care of. These matches are taking place tomorrow night, so please make a note. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we've got 5 Kings versus Wireless Warriors. And then Monday night, we've got UYU versus Livid Ones. So let's get out of this bracket. Let's get back into the action. We've got Auto Director, and here we go. Looking at the overview, you see they're trying to get, I don't even know what to say about this, honestly. Stuve caught Maz pushing through apps. But that's a decoy. Meanwhile, you've got these guys getting busy. And busy they are, for sure. Stu throws a nice flash there to stay alive. It's 3v3 with the bomb down on B site, or on A site, rather. Sanjay coming through the connector. But they've already pushed into CT. And they're going to hold it from CT. They're going to do their best to hold it from CT. But, ooh, look at that. When you peek into 3, ooh, it gets rough. It's difficult when you peek to 3. There, they got plenty of time. Massfats is going to get the defuse. So DankerMemerson is going to go up 9-7. Well, this has been a bit of a marathon match. This match did start at 7:30. So here it is at 9:54. 2 hours and 25 minutes have gone by, and we are going to see this third match into completion. Doesn't matter if it goes into overtime. I love it to go into overtime. I don't care. Let's do it. What else you got to do on a Saturday night, right? What else you got to do? So here we are. Masfat sitting from the window, throwing fire up top mid. Nivik is holding down A site along with Stuve. Stuve is using his ears on connector, seeing if he can, what he can hear. Simba, meanwhile, catches Masfats. Maz is already on A site. So they backed out of A site. It is a 5v3. And that's 5v2 now. So you've got Awful and Sanjay are doing their best just to hang out here. Sanjay catches one. Oh, Sanjay catches a couple. Awful comes out to just make it even. Even, almost even. It's 2v1. With a full minute left. Oh, Awful just makes it even now. It's 1-1. Awful upgrades. He says, man, I like Famous. I like a roll cage now and again. The bomb is down. Corroded Beef is hurt so bad. He's now on CT. Awful has got plenty of health, plenty of time, plenty of ideas. Look here. He's going to throw the smoke. Here's the fire. What's he going to do? He's going to fake it, walk away from it. No, he's staying on it. He's like, can you hit me? I don't think so. And he catches him. He says, Corroded Beef, good try. But it wasn't enough. Awful. Doing his very best to not live up to his name. If you're still here, we appreciate it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you being here. We appreciate you being here supporting us here at Club Conflict. I hope you give us a follow. Turn on your notifications. We'll let you know when we're live, and it will be soon, tomorrow night. Oh, Maz opens up with 2 frags. Simba catches one too. Wow, it's a 2v5. Now this looks familiar, doesn't it? It was a 2v5 last time. And DankerMemerson came out of it smelling like roses. Awful. Starts it out. JJG kills Masfats though. Awful catches him on triple. He knows one's close, but so close you can almost feel the lead through your forehead. So LuxxuryGG not give it up. It's 10-8. We've got quite the Counter-Strike match here. Yes, Shaolin, or CBW Anarch. I'm sure your login still works. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll help you out. But yeah. Well, they've already got the B site. Nivik is sitting on A. Woo! Masfats and Maz. He introduced Maz to a swag 7. He's got that banana tang going on here. Masfats pushes up Cat. Looks like they're coming into B. The bomb's going down. JJG's putting it down. Meanwhile, the cavalry's coming in the form of Awful and Sanjay. Simba kills Sanjay. Nivik hears that murder hole's a little hot. So these guys are going to back off and save their weapons. All right, look at that. LuxxuryGG just put 2 rounds on the board to bring it closer. It's 10-9. So Nivik bought. Like, oops. Well, I guess they're following Nivik. Nivik's going to be their entry guy. Or Nivik's holding down A main. Backing off. Here comes the entry on to B. And they are on B. Nobody there. Awful sitting in market. He's now getting lit up and he's dead. LuxxuryGG, they are here to play. Massfats manages to kill Simba. Massfats is in a tough position here. He's right near JJG. JJG's right on market door. He just dared Massfats to come out the market door. Let's see what happens between these two guys. They're going to interact here any moment. Massfats gets caught from behind. Nivik gets a crack shot with that dirty angle from Palace. So Nivik spent money and he ended up upgrading to an AK. He didn't lose anything. He still got 80 armor. So life is grand. It's 10-10. We're in round 21. Nivik throws the fire on the A main. Nobody going to be there. So Simba with the flash over mid. Sanjay sitting on cat. Sanjay catches corroded beef from ladder room. Maz is in Palace. He's kind of backing off here. Meanwhile, we've got JJG under window. Massfats throws some fire. And then JJG just making noise, letting him think he's going connector. You know, he kind of wants to go connector. He wants him to think that. Okay, here comes the cat hit to B. Stuve throws the smoke, so they don't know where he is. Oh, Stuve gets spotted out, though. Stuve is on the bench. Stuve caught crack shot. That was a dirty shot there. And Massfats comes in and helps him out. DankerMemerson are leading 11-10. It's back and forth here. Couldn't be any closer, really. Neither one of these teams once eliminated. We're 5 short rounds away from possibly crowning a new quarterfinalist, or semifinalist rather. Will it be LuxxuryGG or will it be DankerMemerson to make it to the Club Conflict Season 26 semifinals? Massfats with the opening fire, opening shot. So the rotates are coming in. Maz is pushed in from Palace. He puts a smoke down. He's going to try to get the bomb down. He jumps down onto A ramp. That's kind of weird. And he exits towards his spawn because the entire cavalry has moved to the A site. Crack shot. Trying to make sure that nobody is in. Sniper. The only guy to rotate back is Massfats. Massfats is not impressed so far. He's not sure if they're rotating or not. He's listening. He doesn't hear anything. That's a dirty peek he has there. He's trying to look for the cross. Looking for anybody to come that way. And the funny thing is they're slowly working their way down to like an underpass hit. Or at least you think they're going to make some noise underpass. JJG. Crack shots in the snipers. Looking for info. Flanking market. But Sanjay and Awful. Sanjay caught him from triple. Sean J said, you can't do that to my friends, bro. Oh, the MassFats catches JJG, and it's 12-10. Okay, well, here we go. Round 23. Each one of these teams has one map apiece. About as close as it can be in a best of 3. To be this late in the match, DankerMemerson has the slightest edge lead, 12-10. They got the early 2-3 frags. There ain't one guy left. DankerMemerson now has the money in the bank. They got their 13th round in the can. LuxxuryGG though, they're not even flinching, man. They're buying. This is their time to shine. Simba has his op. Let's see what Simba does with his op. He goes top mid with it. Somewhat blinded. He's trying to peek mid. Meanwhile, you've got Sean J. Sean J wants you to give him a little angle. He says, give me some of that angle. I want to see it. So nobody's giving anybody anything. You've got Nivik over here holding down A main. You've got MassFats watching the apps. Stuve watching for any kind of dirty plays on window. And here comes there they come into A site. Oops, into A site. Let's get out of here. Get back on A site here. The bomb's going down. Maz is sitting on sandwich. Crack shot planted it out in the open. There's plenty of guys left. It's a 5v4. Watch as the trades happen. MassFats kills Corroded. Crack shot kills Stuve. Sean J's coming in from CT. He's going to have to put some fire underneath Palace. Heats it up. MassFats with a quick peek. Awful kills Maz. They know it's over onto. Oh, here comes the guy from Connector, but Awful hits him. Oh, and MassFats comes in with the kit. Awful backs off, says, "Here, bro, get it. You can have it, Sam. And thanks for buying a kit." DankerMemerson refused to be a loser. They bought the diffuser. Wow. This match is... what a match! What a match! Good night for a best of 3, don't you think? And we're getting our money's worth here, ladies and gentlemen. Simba kills Sean J. Maz kills Nivik. And they exit towards top mid. 2 of the guys harassed mid, and then they backed off. MassFats moves down. Ooh, MassFats kills Maz. He knew he was there. MassFats shuts off the Palace option with smoke. It's going to slow down any kind of move on Palace. Meanwhile, JJG and Lux, MassFats and Awful are dead now. So it's going to leave this all up into the hands of Stuve. Stuve in a 1v4. And Stuve wisely starts heading towards B. I think he's going to try to save his kit here. What's he going to do? He's not being peeked, but he wisely walks it up into the B site and a 4v1. And LuxxuryGG is going to get their 11th round on the board here as Stuve heads for the hills with his with MassFats M4A4 Buzzkill, appropriately named for this round. So let's hear it in the chat. Who's going to win? It's 14-11. It's either one of these teams map to win, honestly. DankerMemerson only needs 2 rounds. Luxury needs, 5. I guess you give the, the nod to Danker. Is that what you do? Stuve spraying up mid. They are all gathered up on A site for an A hit outside of JJG, who's top mid, just to keep them honest. But it's going to be a real busy time in A town, and Nivik and Stuve are going to have to handle it. Masfats ain't far away either if they start rolling in here. Unless he peeks and gets caught mid. And that could happen. JJG's just, JJG's hoping he would peek, but he's called it out. I guarantee he's called it out. They decide that A site's pretty heavily defended, and maybe they want to roll it out towards B site. So who are they going to have handling B? Well, you've got Awful and Sean J. Are happy to handle your B needs. All you have to do is bring it through the apps, and they'll take care of you. Uh-oh, Sean J. sees one, makes his exit. They have no idea Awful's there. Awful sitting in a dirty spot. And Masfats is rotating back over towards A, so they realize it's not necessarily going to be a B hit, as there's 3 guys on A now. Stuve and Nivik have called for rotate. The bomb goes down. The bomb is down now. Let's just watch Auto Director as Stuve and Awful. Simba and Crackshot. It's the trades coming back and forth. It is a 2v3. DankerMemerson. Simba they spotted him out on default. What are they going to do? Simba catches Sean J. Simba handling business. Simba handled his business and puts LuxxuryGG up on the 12th round. All right, here we go. Round 27 of the 3rd map. Woo, ladies and gentlemen. We're nearing 3 hours of play here in just a moment, because these matches have been long matches. They haven't been, they've been close matches, which means we've had like some long matches. Oh, Awful gets killed. Corroded Beef catches him with the AK from top mid. And now DankerMemerson is at the disadvantage numbers-wise. And they're starting to make themselves, their presence be known on mid. Corroded at JJG. Asfats is in the smoke. JJG, Nivik trades one back. But they know the connector's now clear. If they want to go to A, it's theirs to have. And there they go. Meanwhile, Sean J and Masfats are rotating. Neither one of them have armor. But that's not stopping them from rotating. They're going to see if they can pick up one of the weapons mid. Masfats bunny hops around Cat. Picks up an AK for his trouble. Sean J, meanwhile, fails the head armor test by Corroded. So there you go, LuxxuryGG. They're going to put that 13th round on the board. They are not making it easy on DankerMemerson. Well, both teams are even on the money side, so this is Danker's time to buy. They've decided to go all in on rifles and utility. So let's see how they handle this round 28 of the third map. That just makes you yawn hearing it. Round 28 of the third map. It was in round 28 in the third map that we realized we were in trouble. Sean J, Simba and Corroded Beef trade it right back as the bomb goes down on B site. It is a 4v3. DankerMemerson in a classic retake situation here. MassFats gets one good frag on the Corroded Beef. And they're here. They are here. The defuse is here. They're doing their best to put the pressure on the apps. And pressure they do, as the LuxxuryGG team has been eliminated. And DankerMemerson gets the defuse to put themselves on match point. It don't get much closer than this, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we appreciate having you here watching this match. We really do. We appreciate it, and we hope you come back and join us tomorrow night. We'll be casting another match. I'll be joined with a guest caster. I apologize. Most of this match has been cast just with me solo. We did have Zayhan earlier in the first match. That was great. But it's been my voice ever since the first match, so I apologize for that. We will get more casters in here. We do have casters lined up, just tonight wasn't the best night. So DankerMemerson, they're down one already, you know. It's a 5v4. You've got Stu sitting here on A site doing his best to listen to see what he can hear. Listening, though, can be deceiving, so it's better to look. So that's what Stu says. He says, you know what, ears are good, but eyes are better. Meanwhile, he pushes up, but his teamie, they're about to run into, like, everybody. Everybody. Don't even know he's there. Oh, boy. Stu gets a nice frag, and MassFats kills Crackshot on A main. MassFats is dead now. Sean J sees him coming in, but Sean J is dead. The bomb's going down, and Awful is left in a 1v3 with fire. What's he going to do? He don't even have a kit. So this is the point where you say, okay. Okay, LuxxuryGG, I see you. So you want overtime, huh? Awful's going to give him at least one round closer to that. He's going to save his AK. Well, here we go. We're match point again. DankerMemerson, they have no money. They're saving every penny. Actually, you know what? What do you save for? This is, there's no saving. Why would you save? The match is paused as they discuss whether they're going to save or not. You know they're not going to save. You gotta buy what you can here, and you know, do what you can here. Buy and do what you can. So this is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. The bracket. 16 teams started Club Conflict season 26. Only 8 teams advanced to this bracket, and one's already been eliminated. SilverStone got eliminated last night. I'll tell you this much. Come Sunday morning, one of these teams is going to be eliminated. I don't know if it's going to be LuxxuryGG or if it's going to be DankerMemerson. Neither one of these teams wants to concede. Each of these teams has one map. DankerMemerson selected, you know, Dust 2, and they won it. LuxxuryGG selected Train, and they won it. Mirage was picked by LuxxuryGG between the final 2 maps. They had a choice. They chose to ban ban Inferno and Vertigo and play Mirage. So that's where we're at. And look, DankerMemerson's on match point. LuxxuryGG's one round away from tying it. Going into our second overtime. This is epic, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. So we've got a little time here in this pause as they take a tactical pause. Everybody's standing up, stretching their legs. I'm sure they're having a secret meeting deciding what kind of crazy play are they going to pull on us. What kind of play? What's it going to be? One thing's for sure. We're either going into overtime or LuxxuryGG's going home. One of the two. Right now. As soon as this match gets unpaused, that's what's going to happen. LuxxuryGG's going to go home or we're going into overtime. Their fate is in their hands. All they have to do is win this round, push it into overtime. Can it be done? Will it be done? Who knows? We're not sure, but we are out of the pause. You know what that means. Back into the action. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We're going to let Auto Director cover this because we know what happens when Ballistics tries to cover it. We end up missing everything. So here we go. Looks like a fast play on to A site. Looks like DankerMemerson is ready for it. DankerMemerson, Stuve hides. Oh, and he gets lit from behind from JJG in his fancy play. JJG decided to fast move through connector. And it's a 2v3 now. Massfats is in the palace. Massfats catches Simba with a fast flick. It's a 2v2. Awful on site, no kit. Crack shot sitting on triple. Kills Awful. Now it's a 1v2. Massfats kills him. It's a 1v1. Massfats knows this is the match on the line. What's Massfats going to do? This is the match. It's on the line, Massfats. What are you going to do? There's the fake. Crack shot ain't buying it. He says that's a fake. We're in overtime. Overtime. Who didn't want to see overtime? I wanted it. You wanted it. You know you did. Well, here we are. And our overtime works like this. You start overtime on the side that you ended in overtime with. So, here we go. LuxxuryGG will continue STs. DankerMemerson will continue to defend. Each team gets $10,000 start money. Overtime number 1 begins. From the top mid, Massfats gets lit up. They throw 2 fires into connector. They throw a fire onto the van. Awful has to back up. Awful with 3 big frags. Awful letting his presence be felt on the B site. Sean J shows him he's there too. And DankerMemerson puts a spanking on LuxxuryGG in that first round. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Tell your friends. Tell them, get in here. We need some people rooting. LuxxuryGG needs to hear it from you. DankerMemerson needs to hear it from you. Who do you want to win? Let's see it in the chat. Brashy wants DankerMemerson to win. So the bomb's starting to work its way through TV room. Crack shot's going to meet up with it. Sean J's hanging out in ladder room. Awful. Has Palace on lockdown with his M4. There's going to be 3 rolling up into B site though. But guess who thinks they're coming B? Stu has an idea. Stu says, you're coming B, aren't you? So let's see what happens here. Awful has been flashed. There's 2 on site. They are making. They're coming in. Stu gets lit. Awful takes 2 frags, make it 3. Awful doing his best not to live up to his name. Awful, can he make 4? Can he do 4? Is it possible? Nivik's got the flank. Oh, JJG handling business. He knows where Massfats is. Can he get the bomb down? Massfats ain't going to let him do that. He does get the bomb down. Massfats dares him to peek. He says, peek me. Peek me. What a classic 1v1. Ah, JJG catches him. JJG, that was an amazing plays by JJG. 16 to 16. Wow, it just doesn't get any closer to this than this, honestly. Each team has 1 map under their belt. Each team has 16 rounds. And again, we're into a pause. As quick as they went in, they want to come out. And here we go. One of those in and out pauses. Man, I had no idea at 7:25 p.m. when this match kicked off this evening that it was going to be a 3-hour match. And by the way, both of these teams have been playing Counter-Strike all day. All day. I mean, they've been playing in the Cash Cup, ESEA Winter, Cash Cup 3. Both of these teams were competing along with 64 other teams in that tournament. And then they take some time out of their day to knock out a best of 3 here at Club Conflict. That shows you their love for the game. So both of these teams are serious about their Counter-Strike. Poison wants Danker to win because Awful has a great name. You're right, Poison Pez. Don't you love names that are ironic? When your name's Awful, you get 3 kills every round or 4 kills like he's been doing lately. Awful with 31 kills. Look at that. Look at these scores. But if you notice one thing that I notice, is there any weak players on LuxxuryGG? Everybody's got at least 17 frags. I'm not calling you out, Stu. I wouldn't do that. Because Stu's put down some amazing rounds, just like that frag. Stu puts number 13 frag up. They're going to put the bomb down on B. Ooh, Stu almost gets lit up with that fire. Meanwhile, Maz and company, they're going to try to defend this bomb. Crackshot sitting up on Cat. He has no idea that all 3 of them are in market. That would help if Crack knew that. Crackshot has been spotted out. Maz is up close to Stu. Maz catches Sanjay. Stu's hurt bad. Oh, and there you go. LuxxuryGG wins the first half 2-1 of overtime. First half of overtime. Now, by the way, this is the second overtime. It's the second map that went into overtime. Our last map, Mirage, went into overtime. LuxxuryGG was down on Mirage 7-2, and they made a comeback and it ended up becoming a tie, and then they won. So here, I said Mirage, I meant Train. That's what happened on Train. So here we are, getting a nice boost. Maz giving a boost. Coated Beef peeking up over mid on Cat. Sanjay, they flash top mid. Coated Beef just still holding his position there on Cat as they work their way down towards mid, and Coated Beef gets paid. He pays dividends. He catches Nivik, throws a nice nade right in there on top of their head. Stu, meanwhile, comes out of Palace and catches Crackshot. He's got to keep JJG honest. JJG whiffs on the connector shot. He exits through murder hole. Maz pushes up through connector, pushing into A site. The bomb is going to go down on A site. As Masfat's there is there. So Masfat's going to do his best to get in to defend this. Masfats catches Corroded Beef in a big shot. Catches two as Maz goes down as well. JJG kills Masfats, but you know, we got two guys sitting here in prime spots. Sean J ain't feeling so well. Stu's feeling great. Sean J's got a major headache with 15 HP. And what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen. JJG's going to just laugh about it. He's going to sit there and tune into I Love Lucy on the television. Because he don't want nothing of it. And I don't blame him. He has an op. So there you go. We're tied, 17-17. What do you think of that? Simba with the opening kill. Masfats catches JJG. That was huge. JJG is such a heavy lift for his team. So 3 DankerMemerson are top mid. Simba catches Nivik and Masfats on chair. That was huge, man. That was huge. Awful catches Simba, but he has no idea where the others are. One's on Cat, and one's flanking towards CT as they make their way into A site. 2 guys sitting on CT. Awful. A fake. He heard the other one. He heard there's one more on CT. He knows it. Another fake. Oh, and he knows one's connector, so at least he knows where they are, and he gets caught out. The timing as LuxxuryGG goes up 18-17. DankerMemerson is 1 round away from being eliminated here. If LuxxuryGG gets this win, they will have won coming from behind, being down 1 map to 0. Going into overtime on map 2 on Train, coming from behind to get into overtime to win the 2nd map, and now bringing the 3rd map into overtime. Coming from behind again to bring it into overtime. This round has a lot on the line. Here it is. How much does DankerMemerson want it? How much does LuxxuryGG want it? Simba wants it. Sean J is going to have to watch his teammate now. Nivik gets traded out, but he gets a good kill on the crack shot. Masfats puts a E-nade deep into jungle, and there are 3 DankerMemerson on site in a 3v4. Bomb is down. They have no utility to speak of outside of some flashes. It's a 2v2 now. It's a 2v1 now. It's a 1v1 now. It's up to Sam. It's up to Masfats. What's he going to do? He is hurt badly. Masfats versus Maz. And Masfats evens it up 18-18. How do you like them apples? This is Club Conflict, online gaming league. We have great teams, great players, and this is a great match. And this is only the quarterfinals. Imagine what we're going to have in our semifinals. Imagine what we're going to have in our grand finals. This is just a little sneak peek of what's to come here. Club Conflict Season 26. We're now into overtime number 2. Double overtime. We have now been in this match for 3 hours and 8 minutes. Okay, so there goes a flash over to A. JJG heard the flash on A. He catches Sean J in connector. Crack shot's pushed up. Stu kills JJG. Stu also kills Crackshot, who had pushed up onto A main. So flashes go out to CT. Fire goes into jungle. And it's DankerMemerson seems to have turned on the jets here in these last 2 rounds. Corroded Beef heads for the hills. He's got an M4A4 and full armor. He's been peeked out. They now know he's in the apps. They are going to hunt him. They're going to actively hunt him. Corroded Beef's kind of counting on that. He's being pursued by Nivik. Nivik is just teasing him, though, because Nivik don't really want that. He don't want that heat. But they know he's underpass, and they're all going to peek him about the same time here in a second. Let's see what happens here. No, nobody's going to peek at all. Everybody just decides to save their weapons. DankerMemerson takes the round. Yeah, what'd you think of that Poison Pez? Mass Fats versus Maz, and he hits that shot through the smoke to put it into double overtime, because there's no quit in Mass Fats. And that's a fact. Okay, so they get a strong early frag from mid. JJG's kind of pinned down mid. Here comes a flash to help him. JJG catches Nivik through the smoke. JJG repositions himself up into the market. Sean J's under the window. He's joined by Awful, who flashes off Cat. They're starting to make their move up into A site. Corroded Beef tries to catch him. Sean J, the trades are coming in. Stuve keeping him alive. One guy left. It's JJG. And once again, he has to decide what he wants to do. He still has 90 left on his armor. No kit. He does have a rifle. I think he just wants to, he's been told to probably just go up there and try to damage these guys' economy a little bit. See if he can get a frag. He knows where one of them is. There you go. He's identified one. So he now, he's going to make his play. He was going to make his play. He had it all figured out. Good try, JJG, but DankerMemerson takes that round. So it's 20-18. We're in the second half of overtime 2. Let's see it in the chat. Buys a glitch, wants to help DankerMemerson pop the cork. It's a best of 3 series, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, Mass Fats with the shot onto JJG from top mid. That hurts. That hurts. And they're coming in on the B site. Maz is sitting there waiting. They're going to hit it. They're going to hit it. Don't you worry. Corroded Beef is waiting. Throws a nice he-nade. Whoa, Corroded Beef with that timing on that nade. That was nice. He gets 2 of them. Corroded Beef is sitting in the smoke. Oh, here comes the nade. Landed right at his feet. I think it blew his boots off. Sean J with 2 big frags. Sean J gets caught out by Crackshot. And it's a 1v1 here. Who wants it more? Mass Fats? Who wants it more? That's a question. Both guys are hurt. Crackshot's up close. I don't think Mass Fats knows how close he is. And if he scopes one more time, he'll know where he is. Mass Fats is going to have to play this one. Woo! Mass Fats missed the shot. And LuxxuryGG put that big round up. That was a big round, I'll tell you. What a match. Double overtime in the third map. Neither one of these teams wants to go home. LuxxuryGG says, nah, that was last year. You beat us last year. You knocked us out of third place last year. We want our revenge. LuxxuryGG's here to play. So DankerMemerson once again letting their presence be known, letting it be felt. LuxxuryGG pushing down mid. Massfats kills Corroded Beef. Maz kills Nivik. Oh, Massfats, that's rough. That's rough. He pushed in, and there's nobody on A to come in A. They couldn't really take advantage of that. But meanwhile, look what's going on over here on B site. You've got these guys hanging out in B site, getting ready to make their presence known. How are they going to handle it? Sean J has to watch mid. Awful. Both of them walk right out of B. They've walked right out of B. Meanwhile, Awful's going to get busy right about now. He sees one. Awful gets one. Simba trades him back. Simba's going to get the bomb down. And we've got one rotator coming in. It's Stuve. And Stuve does have a kit. He's got an AUG, but it's a 3v1. And, oh, look at the jump. Stuve's got the jumps. Stuve says, watch me. Parkour. Simba hits him with the op. So it's tied 20-20. This is looking familiar, right? We've been tied about 19 times. I think this is about the 6th or 7th time these teams have been exactly tied. So here we go. Round Jeebity. This is round 26, I think. Massfats again with the opening frag. Massfats does not play with that op. Massfats keeping the guys mid worried. Massfats chooses not to push that smoke. They've made it into A site. The bomb has went down. Nivik is sitting on CT. The bomb is down. We're about to see Trade City here, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute Trade City here. Sean J, DankerMemerson, these guys were built for this. So they make that retake look like it was basic. DankerMemerson up 21-20. Well, here it is. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. The second overtime, they flipped the script. Here we go. Now it's LuxxuryGG fighting for their life. If they don't win, they go home. Bye-bye, Luxury. If they win, they put it in a triple overtime. And guess what? I love overtime. I want some overtime. Bring me another round of overtime. Massfats again, showing that he's the master of the op, catching that early first frag. Massfats is no joke with the op. And immediately, DankerMemerson has the advantage in a 5v4 as LuxxuryGG has to figure out what are they going to do. And they're all spread out, split up. They're over here getting ready to make noise on A site. The bomb, meanwhile, is being recovered. Right now, Simba picked it up. He's running it through spawn. They are going to make an A hit. So there are 3 members able to defend that. But look here, Corroded Beef is sitting right under window. Now, if he could get into the game, it's going to make all the difference in the world. Corroded Beef's going to try to jump window and see if he can bring something to Massfats. But Massfats is on to it. Crow to Beef chooses to go through connector. He's going to run right into Mass Fats. He kills Mass Fats, in fact. Now they even it up. It's a 3v4 now. LuxxuryGG has the man advantage. Stuve doing what Stuve does. Sean J. Stuve with a big 2K. And now it's even money. The only bad thing is both players are playing from CT. And that's not good unless you can trade like they can. And there you have it. DankerMemerson has just eliminated LuxxuryGG in double overtime to advance to the semifinals. DankerMemerson, congratulations on that big win. DankerMemerson proves that they have what it takes to get into the semifinals. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That's the match. But before we leave, let's go ahead and look at these prizes one more time. The Farah B1 Pro, provided by SilverStone Technology. That's what's on the line. Everybody's fighting for these awesome cases. They all feature 4 120mm addressable RGB caselit fans. Please join us tomorrow night. Don't forget, we're on tomorrow night at 9 p.m. We're going to have another one of these great matches for you. But DankerMemerson has eliminated LuxxuryGG in their best of 3. They went into overtime on 2 different maps. They defeated them in double overtime in the 3rd map. And we've been now 3 hours and 20 minutes with all these viewers. We appreciate having everybody here. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here. But right before we do that, we do want to mention our sponsors. So let's go ahead and talk about Everleap Cloud Hosting. They provide the hosting. Thank you, Everleap Cloud Hosting. We appreciate having Logitech Gaming on board. Logitech Gaming is the official sound sponsor of the Club Conflict Stream House. I am wearing a Logitech G Pro X headset.